Hello, I'm Siren Hand, Chair of the Southern Fried Access and Disability Committee and your bout manager for tonight. Over the last week, indie and teen poets have competed from around the world for the top place in this virtual space to the Southern Fried champions of the 2021 Virtual Poetry Festival. And in the final slam of Southern Fried Poetry, we have 4 teams that are going head to head. Who's gonna win? Stick your comments in the sections that you've got, whether it's YouTube, whether it's the Echo, whether it is on Zoom here, if you are here and one of the competitors as well. Who's it gonna be? Secret City Slam, New Jeru, maybe Do More Baltimore, or perhaps Big Dreams Collective? Let's see. But first, at SoFried, we believe Black Lives Matter. We support and believe in the rights of our LGBTQ community, and we believe every person should have equal access to living their best lives physically, spiritually, and artistically. We encourage you to be respectful of everyone's identity and remember that every person on the stage has equal value. At Southern Fried, we judge poems, not people. And this is especially important as we observe the events of June 12th, 2016, and honor the victims of the Pulse nightclub shooting in Orlando. We'd like to take a moment of silence in remembrance of the victims and holding close the poetry of their lives. Thank you. Of course, I'm the bout manager, but I am not your MC for tonight. We will be led through the clash of the poets by our award-winning poet coach, vice president of Southern Fried, and my Call of Duty buddy. This man has touched stages, the final stages at Southern Fried 9 times, and won it once as an indie and twice with teams Slam Duval and Menorah team. May I present to you the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Matthew Cuban Hernandez.
Yo, 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 what's up, everybody? How are you feeling? How are you doing? If you hear a vibration in the background, it is 100% why I choose PlayStation over Xbox. Ha, 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 ha.
Whatever.
I am going to be your host for this evening, y'all. I am excited to see these poets get down and rock out. This is going to be a wonderful event. We have some sacrificial poets. We got poets from all over the world. I'm hyped because I feel like I'm the first poet in history to ever host a Southern Fried Finals with a hoodie on. You know what I'm saying? Just what I feel. Just what I feel. I feel like it would not be true either other way. But I'm happy to be here. My name is Matthew Cuban Hernandez. It's an honor to be able to host this year's Southern Fried Finals. This is dope, man. Teams have been competing all week. This has been a Goliath event undertaking to do over this last week. We have had 21 teams. We've had 14 indies. We've had 4 countries represented. It has been crazy. We have had our volunteer coordinators going all over the place. We have had to staff, we have had to judge, and we've had to manage every single bout. We've done 18 bouts, including late night events. We have done all kinds of stuff, over 20 different bouts this last week, y'all. You can find them all on our Southern Fried YouTube page. But I am excited to get this started. We are live at SouthernFriedPoetry.com. I'm excited to see what's going to be going on. I'm excited to see how these teams are going to be operating. I know we've got some sacrificial poets, but you know what, y'all? I got to tell you, we've had some really dope representation, and it's been crazy because this is the first time we've ever done Southern Fried in a virtual setting. To my understanding, this is the largest poetry slam that has ever been done in a virtual setting. And we are an organization that it doesn't have millions of dollars worth of funding. It's just us, y'all. We are an organization that is run and operated by people of color. I am so honored to be able to operate with this board that has been able to put this together. It has been absolutely phenomenal. One of the cool things that has benefited is that some people who might not have an opportunity to travel as easily got an opportunity to be a part of this tournament, and teams that would have been taking and spending thousands of dollars on airfare coming from places like Toronto, Canada, coming from places like Abu Dhabi, coming from places like all the way from Ghana. I am excited that to showcase and start off our evening, we have 2 of our international teams to represent. So first coming up to start off our night, not as a sacrificial poet, but just to really bless the stage, make sure that our stage is fully burned down and turned up and ready for tonight. Please give it up all the way from the United Emirates, the team representing Sandstorm to the stage.
Palestinian-Israeli conflict. Do you feel a little overwhelmed about the whole Palestinian-Israeli conflict? We at Remember to Forget Productions feel that society needs a little escape from it all, a way to forget it all. We appreciate your network's creative board for allowing us to pitch a few show ideas.
So let's get right into it. Think Lucifer, you know how they beautified the devil in that one TV series, gave the main character a magnetic personality, 6-pack and chiseled chin.
All right, now picture this. We'll call her Israel Lorraine. Israel for short, works in real estate, books some blonde, a kleptomaniac, and known all over town to give that iron tone.
Wait. Let's make her relatable, though. Give her irritable bowel syndrome. She'll slam the bathroom stall. We'll hear the sound of bubble guts. She'll drop a bomb. And then we zoom in on the door sign that reads, occupied.
Think of 10 commandments, but instead of wandering through the desert like Houston and crew, they run through Sheikh Jarrah and Silwan, grabbing up whole blocks and generations, getting the city to draft papers, claiming that it has always belonged to them.
Nah, wait, that might be too much. Okay. How about storage wars, but instead we'll call it proxy wars, like where a superpower creates its own colony but gives it sovereignty so it can destabilize a whole region while still holding on to plausible deniability. We could make it like a geopolitical docudrama. Call it, look, Ma, no bloody hands.
Okay, hold up, guys. How about a Breaking Bad of sorts? Let me present to you breaking in to houses that don't belong to you. Forget crystal meth. Let's use something a bit more gnarly, like white phosphorus pushed onto society.
It's gonna be the bomb, like literally bigger and more blockbuster than a Michael Bay movie, except with real blockades and real busted.
Nah. Check it. We always see things from the Rebels' perspective, but the Star Wars universe is hectic. The Empire should be respected.
They have a right to defend themselves against rebel scum. Let's portray the more sympathetic side of the empirical might.
I mean, we are the Republic, right?
Now, some folk might be inclined to choke at the image of a headshot on a child through a sniper scope, but all that hesitation abates when we clearly show the same kid throwing stones.
We could make Gaza look like Alderaan.
Episode 10, The Empire Strikes Last.
And in this version, there's no Luke Skywalker to save them.
No big moment where the ragtag group comes together, just total annihilation. And from the ashes rises the final sovereign nation.
And remember to forget productions.
We will remind each other to dismiss the fact that
Sometimes, in order to keep your freedom,
You have to be okay with oppressing others.
All right, all right. Yo, that was a team from Sandstorm. And I got to say, man, it was pretty cool for them to be able to do a group piece like that. Yeah, there's all kinds of wild ways that you could have been presenting poems this week. And I thought that was a pretty interesting one. And I got to say, shouts out to them because they were always at a 12-hour difference from when these bouts were happening. So those early bouts for them that were around 3 were 3 a.m. for them. And shouts out to those teams making it happen. So much love. Y'all, make some noise. Show some noise. Do some stuff in the chat for these teams, right? From Abu Dhabi. I don't know if we're going to get an Abu Dhabi team again, y'all. So y'all better make some noise. I'm for real, for real. No biasism here. They're not even competing. But we want to show mad love to the team from Abu Dhabi. So much love. So much love. Look, I'm ready to keep going. I'm ready to keep rocking. Listen, if you want to purchase tickets, man. Oh, no, thank you for purchasing tickets. All that good stuff. You get access to all those things. If you purchase one to Indie Finals, you can come to Team Finals too. Hope you're here. Hope you're kicking it. You feel me? But I'm going to keep going. I'm getting everybody nice and warm. Judges, you're not going to be judging this one either. But the next one you will be. So get prepared to get prepared. To get prepared. Coming up next, listen, I got to tell y'all, man. I have to tell you. This has been one of my favorite teams to watch this week. No lie, no nothing. I was like, I don't care what happens. We need to get this team to spit a poem on final stage. Not only is it monumental and amazing that this team came all the way from Ghana, but I got to tell you, this little background I have here, this is fake. I'm the VP. I'm on the board. My background is fake. Their background is not. They printed it out. They got cameras. They got everything worked out. Ghana, I want you to know y'all had some of my favorite poems of the entire festival. No lie, y'all were freaking rock stars. Loved y'all from point A to point B. Y'all are phenomenal, and I will do whatever we got to do to bring y'all back because y'all are great. Notice the backdrop. Notice the coordinated shirts. Notice the fly. And now listen intently to the creativeness, to the brilliance of the team representing Ghana.
Let's go, poets.
Can we hear a check real quick?
Ghana, hold up. Stop the show. Your mic is not good, and I will not allow your words to not be appreciated. So let's take.
Can you hear us now?
Yes.
Okay, sure.
Try to see if you could. Yeah, try to see if you could crowd a little close.
Manajata.
Manajata.
Manajata. Manajata. Manajata. Manajata. Manajata. Son of the Lion of the tribe of Judah, Manarasta. Exactly why you can't spell mind without I. All praise to I and I created it. So Jah the Rata takes fire. Him. If she can sing a hymn, hey, then he have got the right to keep her. But they gave him leftovers and took away his rights. Now I write.
You can pretend those words do not wound you and cut through like a sharp-edged sword. Swallow your pride even though you're flaming inside. Bury the tears within the depths of your eyes and hide it with a smile and lies and allow them to win while you die within. Can you expect society to accept you when you keep tossing yourself the rejection notes? While you have the answer, would you still allow their tongues to eat away your emotions like a cancer? Society will never be perfect, but you are. So allow the race to make love to your melanin. Bathe in the sun's irresistible glow and caress your pimples with sinful kisses that cause even your own heart to tremble. Embrace those stretch marks wholly. Wave your hair like a flag. Celebrate your flaws like an anniversary and keep them sacred like a holy matrimony. Slowly pick up the broken pieces of yourself together and tattoo them in the center of your heart. Loving yourself may be labeled vanity, but it's the one step towards sanity. So please, love yourself, at least for yourself. Manajata.
Son of the Lion of the tribe of Judah, Manarasta. Exactly why you can't spell mind without I. All praise to I and I created this, so Jah the Rasta takes fire.
It started with a smile, not from the lips, but from the eyes, like they called onto me. And then a hello. It started with permission, with me nodding in reply, and she asking me to say it out loud. See, she was gentle. She said every part of me like I was temple. Every kiss felt like worship. My orgasms became my hallelujah shouts, my moans, my praise. Manajata.
Son of the Lion of the tribe of Judah, Manarasta. Exactly why you can't spell mind without I. All praise to I and I created this, so Jah the Rasta takes fire.
Everyone in hell burns, you alone you boil. Satan gets confused and asks you, my son, how is this possible? You explain to him you came to hell masturbating with anointing oil. Now we go. Manajata. I won't call her a prostitute. Maybe she's just addicted. Maybe she has snatched 2 or 3 boyfriends from their lazy girlfriends. Let's call her addictive. Every night she makes cocks crow. Rich ones, not those financially slow. This is my girlfriend, but I can't kiss her because I can't imagine what these lips blow. These lips blow so many things. She's unemployed. These lips blow jobs. Now taking selfies, nude pictures and stuff. I wish I were her phone. Only God knows what that cell sees. Girls gambling with their lives because they can catwalk. They think they have 9 lives. Girl, please. To heal an eyesore on my eye, don't put plaster. Manajata.
Son of the Lion of the tribe of Judah, Manarasta. Exactly why you can't spell mind without I. All praise to I and I created this, so Jah the Rasta takes fire.
Man, they said make love to your melanin. They said the devil asked him, son, how'd you get here? He said, I masturbated with holy oil. Did you see the way he walked away too? He walked away. He made eye contact with the camera. You know it is. Y la casa. Love y'all. And I want to tell you teams right now, boy, y'all know what's up, bro. If this team would have showed up in person, man, there's a couple things I was like, yo, if that was in person, no roof, no windows, no nothing, fire. And you know what I'm saying? I've seen so many great poems this week, yo. I mean, I was moved to tears several times. I want to do a big shout out to our indie tournament that just went down. I want to do a big shout out to our indie champ, newly crowned Mr. Ed Mabry with the six-time Southern Fried champion. I'm not sure if that's beatable. I'm not sure. That's like a lot of times. That's a lot of times. I came close to 4 a couple times, but man, that's crazy. And I mean, I'm pretty sure like at least 4 of them are back to back to back. They all might be back to back. I'm not gonna lie. This guy right here, man, been winning since winning was winning. And that's fantastic. Man, I'm ready to get this going. I'm ready to get this bout going. I have some incredible judges that I would like to introduce now. They are awesome. We're going to have our sacrificial poet in just a moment. But before we get to that, teams. I want to tell you right now. Can I tell you something? I know we live and everything, but can I tell you something real quick? Checks out. So I like to say this, right? Which is winning is dope. There is money involved with winning. But you know what? Tonight, your poems are the poems that get to be shared around the world. Your poems are the poems that people are going to watch. Your poems are the poems when people go back to 2020, 2021 Southern Fried, they're going to look through hundreds of pieces. They're going to see all kinds of stuff, and they're going to go to the finals, and they're going to see your work. To me, touching final stage is like touching the moon. We all might not get a chance to touch the moon, but tonight, y'all are touching the moon. Enjoy this shit. Show love as much as you feel comfortable showing throughout this bout. I want to see y'all showing super love. We're going to be tossing moon pies and drinking RC Cola. We are going to be giving away, sheesh, like $6,000 in prizes today between Indie Finals, the Slam Master Slam, the Nerd Slam. I'm ready to get it popping, y'all. The haiku death match. Oh my gosh. This has been a great week. Listen, I'm on fumes. I'm tired. Your boy been up since 5 a.m., but you know what? I am so hyped for what's about to go down. I want to introduce you to our judges because they are an incredible group of people. Judges, go ahead and turn your camera on. Let the people know who you are, where you are, how you doing. Our first judge is Elliot O'Connell. Elliot, you got some nerve judging this right now. You got some nerve, Elliot. I know all these judges personally, and I love them with all of my heart. I can tell you that they know me. They don't know anybody in the slam, and they're gonna judge the shit out of this. Some of them are like, I never judged before. I'm like, you're perfect. You're wonderful. But our first judge is Elliot O'Connell. Elliot was a youth poet that I met in slam camp that we used to do back in the day. They're an incredible poet, an incredible writer. They're also just a handful of hearts. Like if you were Zelda and you were like down on heart and you were like and you run into Elliot, you just be straight again. Like you can fight Ganondorf and all that. I want to say that Elliot is also interning with Street Poets Inc., which is doing some incredible work in Los Angeles. Elliot, thanks for being here.
Thank you so much for having me. I've never judged a poetry slam in my life. I don't even know what poetry slam is actually. Never been here before.
You're perfect. You're awesome. Wonderful. I'm gonna throw you on mute, Elliot, and I'm gonna introduce judge number 2, Matthew Sterling Nye. Listen, I've known this guy almost as long as I've been going to Southern Fried. And Southern Fried is one of those communities that you meet. Oh, you meet a team here is that a team from Tallahassee? Oh, that's a team from Tampa. Oh, that's a team from Fort Lauderdale. Oh, that's a team. There's a team down in Hollywood. This poet I met, incredible poet, an incredible love, all these beautiful things. What do we talk about, Black Atticus? What are you getting out of here? I want to shout out this judge number 2, Matt Nye, incredible rapper, incredible poet, super awesome individual. So excited to have you here judging. Thank you so much, Matthew Nye. Check him out. He's streaming on Spotify, and he just dropped an album, which is absolutely incredible. I guarantee you type in Matt Nye on Spotify.
It's good. It's good. I've had it. Just good.
You won't be disappointed. You won't be disappointed. Thank you, Matt Nye. Thank you so much for being a part of this. I'm going to throw you on mute. Appreciate you being here, big dog.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it. It's a pleasure. Honor.
Judge number 3, Douglas Jessup. Man, let me tell you, dog, this is the homie, an incredible artist who comes in through our Street Poet family as well. We would do ciphers, we would do these poetry in the park things, and all of a sudden we'd be like about to wrap up, and this fool would like come out the woods. It'd be like the sun setting, he'd just bust out of a tree and be like, I got bars, and then would just gas on the track for like an hour straight. Just an incredible artist. Douglas Jessup, thank you so much for being our judge this evening. Appreciate you, big dog.
Yeah, thanks for having me, man. It's a pleasure. It's definitely a pleasure.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, judge number 4. Appreciate you so much, big dog. Appreciate you so much, big dog. Let me tell you, another individual who I met, who I've known for years. Let me tell you, I used to have a tortoise, and my tortoise fell off the balcony one time. I'm pretty sure Vic kicked it. But let's not worry about that because we're not judging Vic. I don't think Vic actually kicked it, but I did an investigation. No, Vic didn't kick the tortoise. That's totally a lie. But you know what Vic did do? Vic left pizza on my balcony for like 4 days and they left a grease spot. No, I don't care about none of that. I want you to know this guy right here, awesome person, deep within the Philly poetry community, deep, good people, doesn't know any poets competing. Excellent, excellent individual, excellent mentor, excellent poet. Super honored to have you. Victor Jackson, welcome.
It's been an honor. I've been wanting to come to Southern Fried forever, so it's dope. Yeah. I'm excited. Who would have known that it would have been virtual? Also, I was cleared. I wasn't home when any of that happened. I just want to be clear about that. Don't be telling people that I didn't hurt Curtis. I just want to be clear. I just want to be clear about that.
Fair enough, Vic. You're a beautiful human, and I love you so much. And our final judge is Kiki. Kiki is an incredible poet who I have seen blossom and bloom and perform all over the world. Kiki, I'm pretty sure you performed at the White House at one point, yeah? Like you dapped up Michelle Obama. You went over to the Washington Center in DC. You did your thing. You are an incredible poet who's been featured in various poetry videos, and I love you so much. Every time I run into you, it's right on time and always on time. I'm so glad you jumped in to be our judge this evening. Everybody, make some noise for Kiki. Kiki, how you feeling?
I'm good. It was actually Hillary Clinton, but that's okay.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, I thank you guys for having me. Like, I love Southern Fried. I always wanted to be a part, so I'm really excited and honored to be here. So thank you guys for allowing me to be a part of this. I can't wait.
Hell yeah. Super excited to have you, Kiki. Appreciate you. Judges, from here on out, we're going to expect y'all to just leave your cameras on and watch and listen intently to the poems. As you know, we're giving away like thousands of dollars today. And y'all are in charge of that, low-key. All right, but don't worry about all that. You're going to be judging from a 0.0 to a 10, right? You're going to put that in the chat when I say judges, score that poem. You're just going to type it in the chat. You don't have to unmute yourself. You don't have to do none of that. You just got to type it in the chat and let us know, hey, that is the poem you are judging. Judges, we are going to give you breaks throughout this bout as much as you need, right? If you're like, yo, I got to use the restroom right now, I might be like, word. Give me a break in between these poems, or maybe in between these rounds. In between rounds, just like Elliot is doing, you can grab water, you can wash dishes, but just make sure you are back. Give us a thumbs up that you are ready to rock when we are in there, or you can cut up an orange, right? You can be there. Just make sure you're being attentive to the poem. Shouts out to the judges eating fruit. Love y'all. Wonderful. All right. With that being said, yeah, I think we're ready for a poetry slam. I think we're like real for real life ready for a poetry slam. Oh my God. Whew, I'm hype. But you know what? Gotta do one more thing before we start this poetry slam. We gotta do one more thing. Can we give it up for our very first poet who will be scored in our poetry slam tonight at the Southern Fried Finals 2021 virtual edition, representing the team that took 5th place in the entire tournament, representing Writer's Den. Give it up for Megan Rickman!
Hello?
Sound great.
Cool. This poem is called Fight Club. First rule of body dysmorphic disorder is you don't talk about body dysmorphic disorder. I am Megan's pitch tongue, coiled behind brittle teeth that are shame for caging me, venomous cesspool, sufficient for breeding, I'll evolve esophagus, spinal column, slither into frontal cortex, find a home I could curse in peace. See, there is less blame when you don't hate yourself out loud. Second rule of body dysmorphic disorder is we don't talk about body dysmorphic disorder. I am locked bathroom door. I am pinched C-section scar. I am biology broadened to bear life. Miracle spat on in the mirror. I am whitened hips twisted into denim that makes a thinner cannot breathe when contorted. I am Megan's flower garden of rash and scab skin, picked at and over-examined, pockmarked and scarred from being so sensitive to certain detergents and strangers' sweat. I break out a lot less than I used to. I guess over time, we all get used to these cells. Third rule of body dysmorphic disorder, if it's your first night, you have to fight senior year. Tiffany Randolph sucker punched me through my window. The entire ride home, I tongued the salty pulp of split lip, refused ice, stared into the rear view and grinned. Look, there is fresh flesh under there. Fourth rule of body dysmorphic disorder is only two men to a fight. Hide it from your lover, your family, your God. This is between you and whoever keeps showing up in the mirror. Fifth rule is only one fight at a time. Do not call attention. Break hating yourself down into sessions. Mark it on your calendar. Arms this week, torso and thighs on Sunday. Show enough skin to convince them of normal. There is nothing to see here. Repeat. There is nothing to see here. Repeat. There is nothing to see. Sixth rule of body dysmorphic disorder. If someone yells stop, goes limp, taps out, the fight is over for now. Let it heal, let it be until you just can't pretend pretty anymore. Scratch graffiti into skin. Tell them this is how it feels on the inside. Tell them you're tired of getting mixed up between the two. Tell them the greatest trick the devil ever pulled on you was the vanishing of God from your reflection. Seventh rule, no shirt, no shoes. No perfect ass jeans will convince you. Call yourself ugly. Fuck with the lights off. Keep mistaking naked for a synonym for shame. We have been trained to believe that we are not beautiful just the way we are. We are daughters of a malevolent media. I am Tyra's tits. I am Cardi's thighs. I am a 5-page spread with all the pride photoshopped from the model's eyes. I am a generation of women content to be complacent as they convince us that these monsters in the mirror ain't our reflections and stand behind the glass, smiling, awkward girls. We are coming for you. Next, eighth and final rule of body dysmorphic disorder is that this fight will go on as long as it has to.
Let's go. Give it up for the poet. Judges, put it in the chat, man. This is your practice run. This is your practice run. Put it in the chat. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be like super non-biased here on out. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I will do is I will say, Megan Rickman, you are a fucking treat. You're so talented. I love your work. I have loved hearing your poems throughout the week. I'm so glad you're there. I'm mad you were in Duval County when I was there and we didn't get to high five each other. But a phenomenal poet. Nonetheless, I got 1 score, 2 score, 3 score. Judges, put your scores in the chat. And if you have an issue, just let me know. Ooh, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 scores. Love it. From low to high, we have a 7.9. We have an 8.0. We have a 9.0. We have a 9.0. And we have a 9.0. Judges, I want to remind you, use a decimal point. You feel me? Love them decimal points. Throw them things in there. You don't got to. You don't got to. But you know what I'm saying? It will be great. You know what I'm saying? If you do. It will help us not have ties and all that good stuff. Timekeeper, whatever. We went over time. It don't matter. You know what matters is that we just heard a fire poem to open up this bout. Man, oh man. Listen, y'all. We're ready. Are y'all ready? Judges, give me a thumbs up if you're ready. Huh? You not judges, this isn't directed to you, but this is directed to time. You rat bastards. You're ruining it for everyone. It was well worth it. It was well worth it. I am ready for our next poets up to the stage. Listen, this is the real deal, y'all. This is really happening for real this time. And coming up to the stage, we are going to have Baltimore. Baltimore is coming up and Do More Poetry Slam. Who are y'all sending up? New Drew, you're on deck. Looks like we got a group piece. Give it up for Do More Poetry Slam.
I came out to the keyboard, found queer in the first 4 letters. It was the only alphabet that taught me to take backspace in my home, hid my sins, and only used the computer as a confession box. Finally found the almighty Tumblr, and oh my God. The titties that travel my timeline, my PC had never been filled with so much pussy. I said, fuck celibacy. Being gay is a celebration. Just because pride is infectious, don't make it a virus. Use the internet to connect us ironically. We hide behind a binary. Thanks to modern technology, don't need no God. Now I know science as a savior. The smallest molecule of life is no longer an atom or atom, but a bite of these forbidden fruit. Is it blasphemous to confide in an apple when we're both the only ones of a kind, the only ones of our kind in this holy place? But God knew that. DNA is just divine coding, and these codes can become another heaven. Sometimes even a safe haven of passwords aren't enough. The shade room gotten so bad that they treat us like Skittles. See how many labels they can squeeze onto one graph for no light existing in the comments. So imagine how easy it must be to eclipse us in real life. I know too many people who hate when June comes around, hate when men in dresses and bitches feel like bitches gather to celebrate. Like, why can't they do that shit at home? Dress up is a closet activity. Kissing girls is a closet activity. Fuck you coming out for? People still discuss concealing gayness like it's a conversation to be had. And when I won't have it, they say I'm putting up a firewall. Stonewalling, like Stonewalling all over again. Used to hide in sidebars, still ended up behind bars. June 28, 1996, the streets became a battleground. And when the police saw refuge in our home, we set that shit on fire. The first Pride Parade was a riot. My mother thinks queer folk got too many rights to still be marching, and I don't know how to tell her. We're somewhere between the storm and the sunshine and the rainbow. And honestly, I'm tired of watching colors float to the sky. Brown queers turn angel, turn energy. Rainbows passing through prisms, and prisms are transparent. So every rainbow knows what it's like to feel invisible. How many trans women have virtually disappeared, made it onto our timelines after theirs ended, only to be replaced by another name, another face, another symbol. My father hates the gay flag almost as much as he hates queer people. If he ever knew I've loved girls, he'd hang me from that rainbow just to see the color drain from my face, and then try to tell me how love should work, defining love through technicalities. So we redefine love through tech casually. When security at home failed me, I found love beyond the home screen. Little me would be so proud to see her sleepovers are no longer a secret, no longer need a password when they password about my existence. So when someone asks, how do I view lesbians? I say NHD, and I no longer clear the browser history.
All right. Judges, take some time and put your score in the chat when you're ready. New Jeru, I see what you got coming up next. Appreciate you. And scorekeeper, if you could tell me what our score was for our sacrificial poet.
With a time penalty of 1, the score is a 25 even.
Listen, I don't care about no goddamn score. I care about the poetry, not the points. That's what I'm here for. I don't know about y'all. Judges, you actually are here to judge, though. So tell me what you think of the poet you just heard. I got 1 score. I got 2 score. I got 3 scores. I got 4 scores. And I'm waiting on my final score. And I got my final score here. Okay, let me check this out. From low to high, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 scores. From low to high, I have an 8.4. I have an 8.5. I have an 8.7. I have a 9.0 and a 9.5. Applaud the poetry, not the points. Applaud the poet, not the score. Love it, love it, love it. Thank y'all so much. Judges, you're doing wonderful. Appreciate these scores coming in. We're going right into our second group from the night. And coming up to the stage, give it up for New Jeru with a group piece. New Jeru, are y'all good? New Jeru. Go ahead and unmute.
Can you hear us?
New Jeru, this is your site.
When a country likes to demonize what it eventually profits from, what is the difference between a blunt and a prison? Who does weed ruins your neighborhood?
Black boys ruin your neighborhood. Both
are broken down until they can only fit inside of a joint. Both America learned how to illegally smoke, not afraid to cop a charge of rolling up and blowing an entourage away. The hood be the plug and the product. Yo, you ever look at how the projects line up?
Don't it look like a plantation of cash crops? They harvest, boys.
Pick them when they mature enough. The process of growing weed for money. Where do you think they got the design from?
Farmers find the perfect city for the weed to grow. The best bud goes straight from the dirt.
Police select the poorest cities where black boys grow. The best boys go straight from the dirt.
During the cultivation process, the weed needs sufficient light for the plant to grow.
Black boys are seen in a certain light for the prison to grow.
And the plant is dependent on the grower to get it to survive, to get it ready for a sale.
The government makes the hood dependent on it to survive before they get boys ready for a sale. America generated its wealth from the hustle.
Uncle Sam,
the original dealer, sold us a dub. I got that new Jim Crow. This shit right here get you high enough to leave you too stuck to move forward. The judicial branch, another tree to hang the body of a nigga. The industry perfected where to plant the drugs. Knew the product person had more value if you criminalized it and took it off the corner. Every arrest is a crime they cultivated. Like weed, the best are profiled, carefully selected, then bagged for distribution throughout the country. Housing confinement with synthetic conditions.
Yo, they packed a courtroom like they packed a bowl.
Burning the remains of men to live off the haze of the 13th Amendment.
A dispensary
and a correctional facility price their weight the same.
Depending on the color deciphers how much is charged.
40,000 people are locked up for marijuana in the same states as being commercially sold? Yo, it's so accepted now. You can find prison labor, weed almost everywhere.
In the shopping mall,
gas station, retail stores.
Karen is trying weed yoga off of Groupon.
While the boys that look like me are bending over backwards in poses like downward facing arrest.
I'll never see my family again, warrior stance.
Free my nigga hung in the system tree poles. Hipsters enjoy puffin' pink art nights.
While the judicial system paints pictures of broken black families
framed and hung for display, it's hard not to be sour when I know it's always been a blues dream.
To cage a cush-looking kid who ain't got the same rights as a white widow.
And not just the young bucks. Hell, they'll treat your granddaddy like a perp, get blunt when they see OGs, original gods, aim at our tops and make us run in zigzags like it's a game. Black boys,
weed buds
are broken down until they can only fit inside of a joint. Scraped out remnants from the grinder.
Filter into a place of no escape.
You possessed us this whole time. You tricked us into thinking possession was a crime. Thank you.
Let's go, let's go. Y'all make some noise for the poets from New Jeru one more time. Judges, take some time and put it in the chat. Tell me what you're thinking about that poem. Ah, man, what a wonderful week it's been. I got to tell you, I've been stressed, but we made it happen, y'all. We've been really, really rocking it out. We've been having these judges show up. We've been having these poets show up. I got to tell you, this has really felt like a Southern Fried this year. Like we were worried. We were worried some of the vibe might not be there, but the vibe is here. I'm loving it. And I got 1 score. I got 2 scores. I got 3 scores. I'm looking for a 4th score. And I got my 5th score. Judges, I love y'all. Y'all are great. I would say I would Venmo you food, but I already told the last judging group that I would do that. And I'm broke. So coming up next, or sorry, those scores from low to high are from low to high. We have an 8.5. We have okay, Victor, I'm seeing that your score, you actually meant to put a different score. Got you. Okay, so again, from low to high, no problem. Thank you, Judge. From low to high, we have an 8.5. We have an 8.9. We have an 8.9. And then we have a 9.5 and a 9.8. Applaud the poet, not the score. Applaud the poet, not the score. What? What are you over here applauding scores for? Applaud the poet. That is what I'm talking about. But coming up next in this first round, y'all, Big Dreams Collective is going to be sending up Ayana Albertson.
Mic check.
Hey, you're good to go.
White man on Twitter say,
If you do not own a gun, have a right to speak on gun control. And I can't help when the men in Congress grew vaginas, how they got so much to say about mine, my rights, as if contraception be a deadly thing. By all means, purchase an AR-15, but God forbid you be a woman in need of reproductive freedom. This country be a double standard disguised as morals, be a room full of dicks sticking their head in women's business without consent. This is the country we live in, a place that would rather protest women's rights than protect them. And I tell him how no birth controls ever murdered a room full of strangers, a classroom of students, a concert of people just trying to have a good time, yet and still you sympathize with the terrorist. Consider his circumstances as a means to justify his actions, but can't fathom one reason why a woman would need to terminate a pregnancy. And it's funny how everyone is pro-life until it is time to ban what is necessary to keep people alive, how quickly you compromise your beliefs. We do not need your permission, have never needed a politician telling us what to do with our own bodies, the same bodies that birth and bleed on their own, but somehow now require your assistance. Public service announcement. You cannot legislate our legs into labor and expect wage should not be a rational reaction. Autonomy means not your business. This means when the plan B to the plan B is the clinic, the choice should not be the government's to make this be a broken system run by broken men. Too proud to admit the backbone of this country is not them, and some call it a war on women. But there has always been a fight against anyone who was not a white man. How quickly they are to ban everything but themselves. And it all makes sense. Because tragedy be your tradition. Genocide passed down from generation to generation. That gun you love so much be the only way your ancestors colonized this country in the first place. See, white man on Twitter say, stricter gun laws won't stop people from killing each other. And I can't help but wonder how his logic only applies to this particular thing. How regulating women's rights won't stop a woman from doing what she feels is right. This is the country we live in. A place that puts more restrictions on my reproductive organs than they do on the purchase of a high-powered rifle. And ain't that a shame? Ain't that American? Ain't that triggering?
All right. Y'all give it up for the team from Big Dreams Collective. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Judges, I want to make sure y'all are good. I know we were having some camera difficulty, but I want to make sure everybody could hear that last poem. Well, if you did, just go ahead and throw a thumbs up for me right quick. Nice, judges. Thank you so much for appreciate that, judges. Go ahead and throw your score in the chat when you're ready. Secret City, I already see who you got coming up. All good. Thank you so much. And we're going to get our scores for the poets. So I got one score coming in. I got 2 scores coming in. I got 3 scored coming in. Douglas, appreciate it. I want to give, let's see. Judges, get the other scores in. And judges, I appreciate all the comments and stuff, but don't worry, you don't have to do all that. You could always just let us know exactly how you're feeling in the chat with the score. All good. Also, judges, let me know if y'all need a break or anything. We're gonna get you a break after this next round, but if you need anything before then, just let me know. It's all good. Also, I'm gonna be reading out the scores. I'm gonna get my scorekeeper to read out the scores for the previous teams. Right now, from low to high, we have an 8.0. We have an 8.6. We have an 8.7, an 8.9, and a 9.3. Scorekeeper, can you let me know what the score was for New Jersey and Baltimore?
Absolutely. The score for New Jersey was a 27.3. And the score for Baltimore was a 26.2.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And if you have this score ready, you can let us know as well. And I want to
Yes, the score for Big Dreams Collective is a 26.2.
Sweet. All right, y'all. All right. We're keeping it moving. Look, let me know what you need. I'm here to help. I know I'm just sitting back, relaxed, chilling, drinking a strawberry cider, having a good time. But I hope you're having a good time too. I hope you're home. I hope you're comfy. I hope you got your feet up listening to these incredible poems. These are some of the best, most talented poets in the world. And we're going into our last poets from the first round. Secret City is sending up Quinology.
Hi. Oh, Mary, don't you weep, don't you moan, don't moan. I wonder if Mary even wanted to give birth to Jesus. If asked, would she have said yes to become undressed of skin and clothed in chapel of flesh sacrifice? She birthed God's child, but God gets all the credit and she gets all the trauma of never being called mama, only martyr. People forget that Jesus was her son and then our savior, but that is the only way people seem to remember a black boy's murder, is that some type of crucifixion, a resurrection, or a revelation that even in death, black people are still contributing to better society. The mother in me wants to know, why do we tell Mary not to weep? How dare we tell a woman to not mourn her son or even question her purpose? Is Mary the first example of a woman being used? Is she the woman, the us woman who have lost children should look up to? Am I supposed to be happy that my son was selected to be angel and not alive? No, my son was not crucified on the cross, but the cost of losing a child still hurts the same, and I cannot be shamed for saying that I am angry with God, with whoever chose this date for me. March 1st, 2019 will always be that date for me, that I gave birth to a beautiful baby boy with no heart beating for a year. My skin kept reminding me of his. I smelled my son's smile and my mother's cooking, could feel his hair and my brother's hug. When you lose a baby, no one tells you how to tell your body that you lost a baby. No one tells you that you lost yourself or where to find yourself again. No one tells you about the diaper commercials, the Mother's Day cards sticky with grief, how the thief of postpartum depression marries the kind of mourning that always leave your child's fingernail between teeth, a name on the tip of tongue. For my Marys that are not weeping, I am telling you to allow your eyes to erupt with all the water the world can carry so you won't drown in it. Keep speaking your child's name. Do not be ashamed. There is always 1 in 4 among us. You are not a living funeral procession, but living. Keep living. Amen. Thank you.
All right, all right. That was a poet doing what a poet does, which is a poem. And I stole that from Kenneth something because I thought it was clever. Judges, take your time. Go ahead and put your score in the chat when you're ready. I love it, man. Keeping it going. Appreciate it. I got 1 score. I got 2 score. I got 3 scores. I'm waiting for that final score. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Awesome. Judges, you're doing so great. I appreciate y'all, judges. Y'all was doing your damn thing. So from low to high, we have a 9.0. We have a 9.2. We have a 9.4, a 9.5, and a 10. Applaud the poet, not the score. Scores are cool. I guess if you're into numbers, right? I love poetry personally. I'm like a big fan of like storytelling and like getting your truth out. And y'all, man, I'm a big round of this bout because we're already 1 round done, y'all. We are 1 round. The first round of this bout, of this 4-round bout, is done, y'all. That is wonderful. Give yourselves a round of applause. Clap it up. All that good stuff. And excuse me, for round 2. You will see teams in this order: New Jeru, Big Dreams Collective, Secret City Slam, and Do More Baltimore. But first, coming up in the second round, please give it up with a group piece from New Jeru.
Can you hear us?
Yep, this is your visual confirmation.
Look, I love to do some different shit in the bedroom.
Oh yeah, like role playing with bondage, discipline, dominance, submission,
Sado,
masochism, and all that other freak shit. Cause you nasty as hell.
Well, I learned from the best.
What we saying is BDSM, that shit be hitting different. Pun intended. I can take all control.
I can let it all go. To be submissive is to give all of myself for their pleasure, and in turn, it pleases me.
To be dominant is to take all of them for my pleasure until I feel them needing me. Tell me what you want.
Give me a fantasy to indulge in.
Be strict. Leave nothing but liberation on your bare skin.
My bare skin is your canvas. Plaster me across the bed.
Paint your body with purple kisses and hand marks of red. Have you ever used blindfolds? How about ropes?
Ropes spread me vulnerable. Send acoustics down my thighs.
You won't see me coming, but you'll damn sure feel me.
Make me nut harder by covering my eyes.
Sometimes restraining their body makes them feel free. Pleasure and pain are one and the same.
Some nights I'm completely inanimate. Ooh. My only job is to be controlled and submit.
It's invigorating. This daddy has rules and every lesson will be learned. You might leave here bruised, but every trophy will be earned. It's exhilarating.
Having no responsibility, no identity. I'll be whatever they want me to be.
Experience everything you've been missing. Make knees buckle till they forced to bow to me. I want to see how far I can push their boundaries because that shit be hitting different. Don't you want to feel free? To have the ability to do anything?
Like let it all go?
Like take all control? Sis, aren't you tired of being independent and subordinate?
You want to know what's sexy about it?
What?
It's the contradiction of it
Tell
all.
them.
How even giving up control is still a power flex.
After busting my ass, barely making it daily, expanding my spirit, protecting my mind, and still expected to act like a lady?
To be lady is both spotlight
and doormat.
To be given a seat,
but still not eat at the corporate table. So yes, when I retire at night,
I'm proud to tighten my collar
and get a new leash on life. It's so hard.
Being dominant all day, I deserve to give it up and let another leave the space.
It's so hard being submissive all day. I deserve to take control and make another fall in place.
I grab my whip,
get my belt, break my chains, get arousal from being the master of my own pain. It's okay
to be boss in the boardroom and bow in the bedroom.
To not feel like royalty and still make them kneel to you. Don't be ashamed.
To see that you've had enough and to let that shit go.
To admit that shit is tough and still take control. To explore a secret that most will keep hidden.
That bondage,
discipline,
Sado,
masochism, that shit be hitting different. Thank you.
All right. Yeah, make some noise. Make some Twitter noise in the chat for them poets. All the way from New Jeru. Judges, take your time, man. Put the scores in there. While you're doing that, scorekeeper, can you let me know what the score was from that last poem?
The score for Queenology was a 28.1.
Numbers. Who's interested? Probably a few people in this Zoom. All right, I got 1 score. I got 2 scores. I got 3 scores. I got 4 scores. Waiting on my 5th score. I got 5 scores. Man, love it. From low to high. From low to high. What do we got? What do we got from low to high? Numbers. That's what we got. From low to high, it looks like we have a 9.3, a 9.4, a 9.5, a 9.5, and a 10 for the poets. Love it. Judges, before I call up our next team, I'm gonna give our judges a second. I see one of them might have had to step away for a second. No big deal. I want to make sure everybody is good and centered where they are. No problem, Matt. I see you there. Judges, if you could just all give me a thumbs up, make sure you're good and set where you are. Man, it's about, huh? It's a whole poetry situation happening, huh? You ain't know what I was inviting your ass in here for, but now you knee deep in this motherfucker. Listen to the thank you, judges. I appreciate it. All right, coming up next in round 2, please give it up for LB representing Big Dreams Collective.
Hello?
You sound good.
Track 1. Another unarmed Black person murdered by the police. Again, it's the remix. Have you heard the ballad of the Black body's breath? How it gasps for air like reaching for heavenly help. And again, another Black mother's prayers echo back Black halos. Answers come in rounds around here. We say, why Black death sounds so familiar? Almost like you can hear every soul song sampled. Some say that when they died, that they sung for the only begotten Son. And everybody is spiritual until it's time to become one. They say, yeah, the police did it. But don't Black death seem like a guilty confession? So moving, it even got courtrooms dancing around conviction. Old school swing like this lift-back carcass got a new face, like strange fruit dying heartbeat with some 808s. Here in America, don't Black bodies drop like album releases? And we are so busy dancing to the music of excuses to see what the DOJ hands are doing. Another Black soul tune vinyl record. Can you hear how we get scratched away? And we wonder why it stays on repeat. And we wonder why it's days till it repeats. And we wonder why it stays on repeat. Ask yourself, when was the last year of your life to go by when an unarmed Black person wasn't murdered by the police and then buried beneath the news headlines? They said it was just a 911 call. Dispatcher was asking what happened. Vigilante spoke of no crime committed, just suspicion. Just before another Black body was made victim, we asked, was he jogging or walking? Because we can't tell if it's the ballad of Ahmaud Arbery or Trayvon Martin. They said it was a Black body murdered in their own home. We asked, is it the Tatiana Jefferson's or Breonna Taylor's song? They said that they heard him say, I can't breathe. We asked, was George Floyd just a remix of Aragona, or does the noose get paid these royalties? We keep asking because this keeps happening. The ballad keeps playing Black death and the police keep sampling. And we have all seen these scenes before. Postcard reminders of how we go from still images to emotion pictures viewed, from lynching a nigga at picnics to picking a nigga to lynch and then upload it to YouTube. And here we are again, asking, have you heard the ballad of the Black body's breath? How it gasps for air, like reaching for heavenly. I can't help but wonder if it's not that America doesn't care, but what if this country sees our murder, our pain, and thinks it's just music to the ears?
All right, all right, all right. Y'all give it up for the poet one more time. Make some noise, make some love. You know, I gotta say, I'm seeing judges snapping. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing them enjoy things. These are good. These are good. I appreciate it. And I'm seeing a lot of love from the teams in the chat, which is really beautiful, y'all. Look, I'm team clap it for everybody else. You know what I'm saying? I love it when we show love for each other, because that's what it's really about, y'all. All right. Secret City, I see who you got coming up next. But before I read out these scores, scorekeeper, do you want to let me know what the score was for that last poem?
The score for the last poem was a 28.4.
Numbers, numbers everywhere. Numbers, numbers. I'm hosting, so I don't care. Okay, I have 1 score, 2 score, 3 score, 4 score, and 5. From low to high, I have an 8.0. I have a 9.0. I have a 9.5, a 9.8, and a 9.9. Applaud the poet. Not the score. Why would you applaud the score? Why would you do that? Why would you listen to all these great poems and be like, score? Numbers? No, the poem. It's amazing. All right, coming up next, we've got Secret City. And Secret City is going to be sending up. Who are you sending up, Secret City? My bad, my bad. Don't tell me. To Raya. Give it up for Taraya coming to the stage, representing Secret City.
Taria.
Give it up for Taria.
I remember when I was transformed, made in brick
Dick stacked on top of me and hickeys vandalized my foundation. Brick, dick spit everywhere. Hands mounted to the carpet. Semen and cement flows through crevices my palms, but there's nothing that I can't handle. Escape, run. She's just drunk. She's just playing. Hide. Go get her. Go get her. You can read me sometimes, but I'm not stationary. I spaghetti onto the kitchen floor. Brick, dick spit everywhere, looking, swaying, leaving, no staying, not at a standstill. Let's just go back to the room, running, bumping, touching handle. There is nothing that I can't handle. Don't let this exterior fool you. Don't worry, we got you. Black, dick spit handle, door dismantled, my room, my bed. Inside, decor and pain, peels, flashes, can't see, can't feel, pain peels flow through walls. My spirit has left me. And I think she's in the hall now, running, escaping, twist the handle, close the door, brain on floor, walls, beat up, feet leave ground floating. But I am still standing, pretty tough, right? Nothing I can't handle, pretty sturdy, but don't worry about me. Falling, handle, I have the handle now, and I'm standing like objects that have left their foundation in the cabinet. Don't reach, don't look, don't touch, come here. Give him a kiss, now. Me, Black, his name is Tyrone. Wait, that's my daddy's name. Daddy, are you here to save me? Father, someone, just don't look. Don't touch. It hurts when the front door is open. The front door, while open, has a gush of wind that roars like flowers. Girl, do you love me? Do you love me not? To the beat of every piece dropping this entire time, not a sound. Lips captive, speech gets plucked like petals. Words fall with power. Brick, dick flashes, can't see. Falling now, crawling. How do I get to the other side of the room? Hide. Because they're leaving. No, staying. Tyrone is back and I am praying. My spirit is outside listening. Hands up, shirt off, witnessing me. I can smell you. But pay attention to the sign. Stop speeding by. Stop speeding by. Stop rushing and forcing yourself inside. There is no room for you to slide in. Brick, dick, sticks, and stones thrown at me will not blow me down. You cannot blow me down, girl. Get down. Hike up. But lesbians love head, right? Brick, dick, but cement flows through crevices. My palms hold sign that read, don't let this exterior fool you. Stationary inside, walls beat up, but I'm still standing. And it's pretty, beautiful, nothing I can't handle. Thank you.
Woo! Give it up for the poet one more time, y'all. Give it up for the poet representing Secret City, Taria. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Judges, take your time and put up your score. And teams, that was a mistake on our end. We will be taking a 5-minute break after the poet that's coming up now. All right, so judges, you know what I'm saying? If you got Postmate coming in, I don't know, tell them to wait 5 minutes. I'm going to be coming in right after our poet. But scorekeeper, if you can give me the score of that last poem while our judges are getting theirs in the chat.
Absolutely. The score was at 28.3.
28.3. Awesome. Applaud the poet, not the score. And thank you so much for my scorekeeper, for my bout manager, for my tech crew. Y'all are killing it. I might miss. No, I'm not gonna miss Zoom after this, but I'm gonna miss us being together listening to poems on Zoom for sure. I really appreciate y'all. Y'all are awesome. I got 1 score, 2 score, 3 score, 4 score. I'm waiting for 1 more. And my timekeeper, JoJo, you're so right. You're awesome. I'm like everybody who's in this bout doing it because they love it. Appreciate you. All right, I seem to have 5 scores here, and from low to high, I have an 8.4. I have an 8.6. I have a 9.0. I have a 9.2 and a 9.6. Applaud the poet, not the score. And coming up next, Baltimore, do more. Who are y'all sending up? It's a group piece. Give it up for a group piece from Do More.
Hello, hello. Can you say something?
Can y'all hear us? Hello?
Good. Yeah, sounds good.
Darren Seals, Brett Hampton, Teresa Todd, Reed, and Moy. Heads of the movement multiply. Greek mythology. The Hydra is a monster hunted by Hercules, who thought himself a hero, thought himself to have come from the heavens. The white man always in a false god, killing anything without fire in his blood, fight back. But this story was first found in African mythology. The Hydra was called Warlord, a multi-headed dragon. Dragon history, set to raise skeletons by the skin of his teeth and cause droughts when he's insulted. We all kill Freddie Gray. We dried up the harbor. Growing up in food deserts got us in fire. Our throats been scorched. My ancestors been hungry. So of course we bite the hand that doesn't feed us. Glory be to Gloria, fighting against segregated opportunity. Setting flames to fields. Latinos been paid. Dust and pennies won't buy you a sip from the fountain. My predecessors are thirsty, only allowed to drink if it gives them something to write about. So they put lead in the water. Amber Evans, activist turned corpse, her body found in a river. So we crossed River Styx for 6 more heads. Say their name in the Ashe circles like we so many lost souls. Prophesized as beasts, we regenerate every generation's defend against degenerates, apparitions, and replication for lack of reparations. When your birth's war cry is not the lowest point because we've seen reincarnation. You can't kill energy. Our existence is a rebellion. To be minority and alive is to be an activist. When everything is everything. America hates, outlaws, kills. We had to find light in the kingdom come. So when this kingdom come, it'll be birthed from a fire that ain't no hiding from. Echoing every voice the villains vilified, the tyrants testified. They're fighting for the right to bear arms. We write about the fight to bear fists. God sent a flood. We'll deliver the eternal flame. Our power comes through the rage and pain. Sins in our veins. Stars will birth from our screams. Meaning, if you don't hear us, you won't see us. We sentence you to suffer and sulfur. We wait for the day so speaks to your esophagus and seeks respite. Claims your lungs is home. See the ember in our eyes. When you lost so many people to the cause, it only makes sense that our tears ignite the revolution. Say their names, or we'll say it for you. It ain't start with us, but it will end with us. What did you expect for what you've done? Third degree burn off all my niggas you kept from early one. Yeah, we spit fire, aim the flame, and burn the white supremacy. You don't want no smoke.
All right, all right, all right. Let's give it up for the poets representing Do More Baltimore. Judges, go ahead and throw them in the chat. I see judges quick on this. Appreciate you, judges. Appreciate you. And while we're getting those in, scorekeeper of all the scores that is Scorington scoring lies, what was that last poet score?
The last poet score was a 26.8.
26.8. Awesome. Applaud the poet, not the score. And for this poet, I have a 1, 2, 3. I got a 4, 5 scores. And from low to high, we have a 9.0. Then we have a 9.7. Then we have a 10, a 10, and a 10. Applaud the poet, not the score. Applaud the poet. Give it up, give it up, give it up, give it up. And since we are going into the break, our scorekeeper has a score for Do More. Let us know.
And that's a 29.7.
29.7 mathematicals. Awesome. Hey, everybody. We're halfway done. Oh my gosh. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? I can, because you were all here and we were together. We did it together. Shouts out to y'all. Love y'all. This is so great. I appreciate all of y'all for being here. We are going to take a 5-minute break. That means it is currently 8:40 on the East Coast. We're going to come back at 8:45. 8:45 on the dots. Take a break, stretch your legs, use the restroom if you need to, and we will be back here in 5 minutes. Yeah. Come to the bank, at it again. That's what my friends feel like they don't understand. What is the plan? They don't want the bag. That's what I understand. What if I don't even know what bringing this in? Count my money, trying to make sense of this, but it's so empty within. Feeding my anger, no Satan invented this in. I will fall for the sin. Pray to my God and I hope he makes wishes. Any response to the kid. I'm out of my own, far from my home. Trying to buy food with the words of my poems. What do you want? Son of the war. The beat ran out. Yeah. Said, if you only knew that this whole year is just a second, and we all will be remembered by the lies that we've accepted. Feeling colder than December when I heard my mama left me. She had the hardest effort to get me to the pain and heaven gave me going crazy. Hell might take me to the baby when I saw this focus late. And I hated it. It's cutting out the message if I meant to. Got to. Part two. So I live my life like a cartoon. There's got some art to it with sharp music. I feel like, you know what I feel like? I feel like the beat is probably not my rapping. I feel like I'm rapping off beat because y'all are hearing it different things than I am. Matt and I off beat? I wasn't rapping. I just keep rapping. I just keep on snapping. I just keep on napping up the homies. It happened. That's Southern Fried 2021. You just doing shit not for money. Did it for some fun. Did it just so we can go and spit our puns. Not big puns. Not just get into it. Now I'm sipping on that strawberry cider. And then I got that thing and rolled up and get a lighter. And I can get the shower so I can get much higher. The whole so get so close. Yeah, Liz's raps were better. I'm still mad that my tech manager was like, yo, Matt and I's album is so great. And I know goddamn well he didn't listen to my album yet. So, you know.
What are you talking about? My partner texted you about it.
Your partner texted me. Yet to hear from you on what you thought. You know. Okay. Yeah, strawberry cider. It's delicious.
I mean, we are broadcasting live to the world. I feel like this is a pretty epic call out right now.
I'm putting you on blast, man.
All right. Okay, so I've got 30 seconds. If you're putting me on blast, 30 seconds. So my big question is your Harder to Breathe song. I love the structure of it, and it makes me think of your Planet of Dreams song. And I didn't know if you repeated some of the schemes as a way to transition. To me, I love listening to those songs together because one is about having this Planet of Dreams that was your kind of younger version, and then you use some of the same hooks to say it's harder to breathe. It even kind of rhymes. That's the nerdy thing I wanted to talk to you about, but then I'll take you track through track and tell you about my other opinions if you want to know about what I think, sir.
I do. I love you. I won't even tell you that you were referencing the first album and not the one that dropped into it. It's all good. It's all good. No, it's play. I love you, Adam. You're the greatest thing ever. Best tech manager that could ever be.
Wait, that was the first one?
Yeah, man.
That was Siren. Siren said that was the second one.
So first you use your.
We tried. We went on a road trip.
I know.
I was like, we're gonna make my buddy happy. Matt and I mailed me a copy, so he made sure that my
fair enough.
I knew how to use it in my. I use typewriters. I don't know how to use that shit. Spotify, come on, help me out. I clearly tried.
I love you. You're so good. You're so good. All right, tech support. Let's go ahead and cut our screen and let's come on back, man. Let's come on back. Adam,
This was such a stressful interrogation.
Literally 99% of the time, if I gave you shit, you'd be like, yeah, whatever. Because I did it publicly. I love you, buddy. You're my friend.
I love your music.
I couldn't have done this week without you. I couldn't have done this week without this incredible staff from the board. I'm so honored to be representing this board. I've been coming to Southern Fried since I was 15 years old. I met Adam when I was 18, man. We were brothers from the jump. Back when we took final stage together and rocked out there. Shouts out that year we hung out with Tavis Brunson, we hung out with Renaissance, we hung out with some incredible poets, and my life has changed forever. But not even from that. When I was 15, I came to this competition, and the next oldest poet was like 25. But I was just like welcomed in this community, and forever I was like, I don't care what I'm doing, I'm gonna be here in June. I'm gonna make sure I keep showing up. So I love it. I love this community. I want to get our judge number 4 and our judge number 1 back in here so we can finish off this incredible bout. Yo, I'm loving this bout so far. There has been some wild poems coming up, and I am really, really enjoying it. Judges, I'm loving that y'all are snapping it up, that y'all clapping it up, that you thinking really hard. Look, I used to have like a full beard, and over this week I just been pulling my hair out. So now I got this little thing left. That's all I got. But I'm so honored that y'all have taken the time to do this. I really, really appreciate y'all. And for real, like, what I'm saying? We gotta kick it. We gotta kick it, all of y'all. Some of y'all are in my damn city. So, you ain't got no excuse. A couple of y'all are not invited back. I'm just kidding, Vic. I love you. Vic is the only person I can talk like this to, because Vic calls me a John regularly. I'll be that. But we are waiting for our final judge. While we're getting that in there, I got my scorekeeper ready. Yeah, double hugs, Paula, because you've been incredible and you deserve hugs, high fives, and mimosas. But I want to make sure that our teams are present. I see Secret City here. I want to make sure all our teams are present. Slam Masters teams, if you're present, just say you're present. Just say, yeah, we here, we in here. And I want to make sure that I get all of our judges in where they need to be. I got big dreams. I got all that good stuff. I want to remind y'all, man, that SoFried merch is available. We got a 2021 t-shirt. You know what I'm saying? We're only selling it this year, but check it out. It is a t-shirt, and I want y'all to know all of that funds goes into creating this festival. I want you to know we are a festival that we are an organization that did not have a gigantic budget. We just did this out of the willpower of our team and out of the teams that have been representing, and not only tonight, but in this entire festival, and the massive volunteers that have been showing up. Y'all check out SouthernFriedPoetrySlam.com and hit up, see what we got going on. We got all kinds of cool things in there. Become a member. If you're somebody who paid to watch tonight, that comes with a year-long membership. That's crazy, right? You get this incredible bout. You also get a year-long membership. We do regular drives for Poet of the Month, which we pay out for. We highlight your work. We do all kinds of really, really dope stuff. And we want to make sure that y'all are a part of the community. We've been working hard. And I'm going to be on the board at least for another year. So, you know what I'm saying? I want to make sure that the work that I've been putting in, that the team has been putting in, that we've all been really, really grinding, staying up late for, is being appreciated and given. So, again, it looks like we got everybody here except our judge number 1. Judge number 1, when you're ready, come on back. Take your time though. And I want y'all to know, man, this has been the privilege of my honor. Thanks so much, judge number 1. You're so awesome. You all have been doing so incredible. I had my aunt judge in the indie finals. And it was great. My aunt just turned 70, and she's an incredible woman, right? She immigrated to this country from Cuba when she was like a teenager, had to learn a new language, all this good stuff. And I told her, I was like, this is maybe the one time that you'll actually ever get to judge the Southern Fried finals. You know what I mean? Like, Southern Fried is we're all over the place. It can be mercurial at times, right? But I think what's really, really cool in this tournament is that we've got representation from LA. We've got representation from Philly. We've got representation from all over the place as hosts, as judges, as all kinds of stuff. I am loving it. The next year, This year was virtual, right? This year was virtual, right? The tournament is virtual, but the money is real. Next year, we're going to be in Louisville, Kentucky, y'all. I got to tell you, Louisville gets nice and cool at night. You know what I'm saying? It was really, really beautiful. Check it out. They gave away baseball bats, Louisville Sluggers, as trophies. That was dope, man. Also a little scary because like if you took second place, you might want to fight somebody. I don't know. But yo, I'm ready. I think we're ready to get into our third round. Judges, are you ready? Give me a thumbs up. Judges, give me a thumbs up. I got one thumbs up. I got two thumbs up. I got thumbs up. I got double thumbs up. Thumbs up from all my judges. Y'all so beautiful and wonderful and great. Shouts out to Mercurial. You know what it is. I teach poetry at times. Time and score are good to go. I think everyone is good to go. I've gotten checks from our teams that are good to go. I'll take fancy Italian wine over mimosas. No problem. Yo, I think we're ready. I think we're ready to rock. All right, teams, you're going to be going in this order. It's going to be Big Dreams Collective, Secret City Slam, Do More Baltimore, and New Jeru. But right now on deck, Secret City, you are on deck. But Big Dreams Collective, who are you sending up? It's going to be Millie. So please give it up for Millie from Big Dreams Collective.
Mic check.
Sound great.
So in the next of us is found pistol first, painted red by the brush of his own insides. I don't cry. We go too fast, too young, but not unexpected, so common we don't need to talk about it. It is just what we do. The first time my aunt attempted suicide, she wrote us a 3-page letter detailing her grief, what it meant to get gone after years of not being here. When she woke up, we reminded her we prayed to a savior that does not give more than we can handle, called her decision a failure of faith while refusing to believe she'd try again. The next letter just said, take 2. By then, we had lost an uncle, a few cousins, even our grandmother. Suicide runs in this family. I am convinced that it is my inheritance, a tombstone stamped on this DNA. We so sad, we smile every day. Keep an outfit pressed for the funeral, another one set aside to become the burial clothes. We already know what the epitaph will be. Here lies another who believed in God so much they did not trust the men that he had made. We do not seek help in this family. Don't call this sorrow a sickness. We fall on the wrong side of every statistic describing Black folks with mental illness. We cry, then pray, then bury our dead, shrug, and pray again. The first time I attempted suicide, my mother talked to God all night. Told him she would give anything just to keep her baby girl here, while at the same time telling my doctor we did not need his suggestions for counselors. Even Jesus survived a 72-hour hold when he threw it all in at Calvary. And what are we if not made in his image, made to carry our crosses in silence and hope one day there will be resurrection? Sometimes I look at my baby brother and wonder the crucifix inside his head, hoping that my still being here doesn't mean that he will be next, found teeth to tile, then brushed aside like some kind of failure of faith. When I tell my mother I am finally getting help for the burden that comes with this bloodline, she asks how it was so easy for me to turn my back on God. Tell her, Mom, the Apostle Luke was by trade a physician. Even Christ had a doctor at his disposal. Who am I to turn aside the kind of assistance my Savior was able to send for? Aren't you tired of going to funerals? Do you know your kids have already planned theirs? We want to go of old age. But that doesn't run in this family. Thank you.
All right, all right, all right. Y'all make some noise for the poet. I keep saying make some noise, right? I don't know. I keep picturing that maybe at home someone's just screaming in their apartment. That's cool. I appreciate it.
I tried for you.
I appreciate that, Sire. Thank you so much. Judges, go ahead and put your scores up. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey, judges, you guys are getting pretty good at this. You're getting pretty good at this right here. Coming up, let me see. Oh, we don't have a previous score, so it's all good. So our score right now from low to high, we have an 8.9. We have a 9.2. We have a 9.3, a 9.5, and a 9.5. Applaud the poet, not the score. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Secret City, you are coming up right now. Give it up for the poet from Secret City. Give it up for Drew coming to the stage.
Mic check. Can you hear me?
I'm good.
Good to go.
I know they're watching, ancestors watching. I know they're watching. I know Fannie Lou watching. Waiting for her son born of red clay to make a move. Waiting for me to take these hands out my pocket and make change. Waiting with open palms and waiting with a clenched fist and waiting with a flick of the wrist. And it's amazing to watch the power of a pen. If my big mama Fannie Lou Hamer were alive, would she not call it a privilege to use her bones as the pen at the ballot, to use her blood as the ink? Because this ain't even a poem no more. It's a declaration about your vote being more than what you think. It's a day of reckoning, a century of a second, a symphony of moments. And we all know that music lives forever. So what side of the music score do you live on? But I know 2020 has hit us like a Satchel Paige curveball. It's left me both enraged and numb, hopeful and pessimistic, believing and doubtful about my purpose and my existence. And for that, here I stand with feet that are chiseled in timidness. And on those days, I'm reminded that Jesus commanded a dead man to walk. So who am I not to speak life to the dead bones in my body? I'm gonna speak to these feet like good old Shirley Chisholm. I'm gonna organize these toes into motion. I'm gonna command these heels to leave its footprint on Capitol Hill, because this ain't even a vote no more. This be the first brick thrown at Stonewall Inn. It be John Lewis marching in Selma in the midst of being beaten again. It be the theory of difference. It be Audre Lorde writing bars, dismantle systems. It be day of remembrance of the Scottsboro 9, of the Central Park 5. It be Rosa Parks. It be September Clark. It be the red hot summer with all the black lives that were lost. To be the 4 little girls in Birmingham who died by a cross. To be the 9 who lost their lives talking to God by hate-filled bullets in Charleston. It'd be the honor of Black Wall Street. It'd be the resilience of Ferguson. It'd be the protest that lasts every single night. It'd be Breonna Taylor. It'd be George Floyd. It'd be Elijah McClain. It'd be Toy McDade. It'd be Anthony Thompson Jr. It'd be a push to stop the ever-evolving list of added Black names. It'd be change. And most importantly, it be this song that say, I know they're watching, ancestors watching. I know they're watching, I know. And when it's all said and done, what will be your answer to the ancestors who are waiting and watching you? I'll share.
All right. Give it up for the poet. Give it up for the poet one more time. Loving that from Secret City. Awesome. Judges, go ahead and put your scores in the chat. And while you are doing that, scorekeeper, let me know what our score was for our last poet.
The score was a 28 even.
28 even. Scorekeeper, you're killing it. I appreciate it. And I like your profile picture.
That's my cat Muffin. I love her so much.
Yeah, she's cutie. I like it. My cat's name is Curtis because he's an asshole. I just feel like it's a good name for a cat. All right. From low to high, we have an 8.9. We have a 9.0. We have a 9.0. We have a 9.2. And we have a 9.7. Applaud the poet. Show some love. Show some love. All right, New Jeru, you are on deck, but coming up right now, do more. Who are y'all sending up? Calculating. We got, give it up for the poet from Do More.
Can you say hello?
Hi, can y'all hear me?
Sound good?
February 23rd. I found out my mother has 2 months to live. It broke me. I didn't scream. I went to my boyfriend's house. I hugged him the moment I saw him. I never do that. He tells me I'm taking it well, that I'm in a good place. February 25th, I tell Dia my mom's prognosis. I wanted a hug. He broke down. She is like a mother to him. She is my mother. I hug him. March 2nd, my homegirls say I got a glow to me. Say I look happy. I'm not sure who they are looking at. I don't tell them my mom is dying. That I haven't cried as much as I need to, haven't broken down yet, haven't found anyone who's comfortable with watching someone they love fall apart right in front of them. I've been watching my mom fall apart right in front of me. I refuse to show anyone what that looks like. So here I am in the bathroom again. The only place I can cry without worrying. Whose pain, my pain, might become whose peace. The sound of my sobs might disrupt. I'm on the floor, on all fours with tears, snot and saliva dripping down my face. How strong I seem when I am not seen like this. Don't I deserve to feel my own suffering? How do I know I'm strong if I never rise from weakness, if I never experience weakness? So here I am in the bathroom again, hiding, because pain this heavy feels like it might kill my mom faster, might make my friends feel guilty for all the good things they got going on. Why must I always feel like my living is getting in the way? April 17th, my mom died. Her funeral came and I forced myself to laugh. I was amazed by my ability to bring joy into a space without having any in me. I wanted to remain as optimistic as everyone knows me to be, remind myself that the day will always return, but it is not a comfort that the sun still rose on the morning my mother did it. It is a betrayal. I'm tired. Fuck living room, I need restroom. So here I am in the bathroom again, crying as a form of meditation, as a song, as a poem, as a prayer, as a place to not pretend. I want to tell the truth. Allow my tears to fall in front of the people who love me, because crying is the most honest I've ever been.
Give it up, give it up, give it up for the poet one more time. Show some love, show some love. Appreciate y'all so much. Keep it going. Thank you, judges. You have been on point. We appreciate it. We appreciate it. Judges, if you need a moment to get yourself settled or anything, we just want to make sure that you're giving your full attention to our poets. If you need a moment, it's all good. We can take a second. I appreciate these poems so great. And I appreciate these judges who have been rocking out all day, killing it. Killing it, killing it, killing it, killing it, killing it. All right. Scorekeeper, what do we have for our last poem? Scorekeeper, take some time and get that ready. It's all good.
Sorry, I did not realize I was muted. The score was at 27.2.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you, Scorekeeper. And the scores for this poem came out as such. From low to high, we have an 8.9, we have a 9.0, and then we're going to a 9.6, a 9.7, and a 10. Give it up for the poet. Not the points, man. These poetries, they be so good, they be so great. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Coming up next, New Jeru is sending up Roddy to the stage. Give it up for New Jeru.
Can you guys hear me? Thumbs up if you can hear me.
For reasons I'd be the perfect lifeguard at any local beach. 1, I am woman. As that water flows daily, I flow monthly. Both our liquids essential to life, so organisms live and grow in us both. They say from the inside, I can push bodies from water naturally, so on the outside, I should be able to pull bodies from water easily too. I am a lesbian. Like gay as shit, it can really get out of hand sometimes. So wetter is always better. I have no problem diving face first into your water just to help you breathe. Once I grabbed your body, I've saved you. Came to your wet rescue. Even if you tried to drown me, I'd die happily, suffocating and swallowing, never giving up on you or your body of water. 3, as we all can see, I am a fatty, which means I float. I can gloat because big bodies bring buoyancy. I mean, there's plenty of me to latch onto. Grab my arms, my back fat on my gut. I'm used to people pulling me down just to lift themselves up because they don't like this body and all of its water. 4, I'm black. That fact may clash with your stereotype that we can't swim. Maybe black bodies are afraid of the water because we know how many black bodies are in that water, but that's the beauty and irony, that I could swim back across the sea from which they stole me. I'm afraid that one of my ancestors will grab hold of me and drag me down to ocean floor like a slave mother drowning her sons and daughters, just so we don't witness man's hell upon shore. But I survive always keeping my head above the water. So when you see me, you know you have a chance to live again. Take my hand, I'll bring you toward land, and you will have a chance to swim again, because this ocean is life. Vast, beautiful, mysterious, powerful. The pressure of it can kill you. Cold, dark, hard, and I experience that every motherfucking day, being a fat black woman who's gay. So of course I'll be your perfect lifeguard. I mean, come on, SoFried, look at me. Who better to bring you to the top breathing than someone who is used to being at the bottom, drowning?
Let's go, let's go. Give it up for the poet one more time.
Come on, bring that mute up.
From New Jeru. Appreciate y'all, appreciate y'all. Judges, take your time, add your score, do your thing, hang on out. I want to go ahead and let our scorekeeper let us know, what was the score for that last poem?
That was a 28.3.
28.3. Appreciate it so much. Appreciate it so much. I got my scores coming in. I got 1, I got 2, I got 3, I got 4. All righty, from low to high, we have a 9.3. Then we have a 9.7. Then we have a 9.8, a 9.9, and a 10. Y'all applaud the poet, not the score. Applaud that poet, not the score. I'm trying to tell you something. Y'all, oh my goodness. We are right now 1, 2, 3, 4 poems away from crowning the 2024 Southern Fried Poetry Slam team champion. This is pretty serious. This is a big deal. Judges, take a second, stretch your legs if you need to, use the restroom if you need to, and when you're ready, just give me a thumbs up, because I want y'all locked in for this final round. I want to see y'all. Y'all been killing it the whole night. I appreciate it. Paula, can you let us know what our score was for New Jeru in that last round?
That score was a 29.4.
29.4. Awesome. Applaud the poet, not the score. Ah, man, I've been enjoying these poems so much. Oh my gosh. I got my potty over here. I got my partners over here. We watching poems. We out here doing these things. Shouts out to Tanya Ingram,
Hi, everyone.
who jumped in and judged for us at the last second yesterday. And all the homies is showing up, but we're over here listening to poems. We're over here enjoying this, and we appreciate y'all enjoying this too. If you're in the digital world right now watching this, hey, shouts out to you. You're awesome. You're cool. You're the greatest. God bless you. And not only did you pay for your ticket, but you donated to Southern Fried, which is a organization made for artists of color, by artists of color. And I got to tell you, I'm super proud of our org. I'm super proud of our team. I'm super proud of our poets. I'm super proud of the teams that'll be coming up in this order in our final round. It'll be Secret City Slam, Do More Baltimore, New Jeru, and Big Dreams Collective. Listen, I don't care if it's only me. I don't care if it's only me doing this, but just do a drum roll on your lap. Do a drum roll on your lap. Do that for me. It's going down. We're in the final round. It's happening right now. Motherfuckers, no more poems after this. It's 4 motherfucking poems. This is it. This is it. The final countdown. It's going down. Right now, the coffee has kicked in. The delirium has set. Your boy's been awake for too long. I'm so hyped, y'all. Let's go in. Teams, y'all better make some motherfucking noise in the chat right now, goddammit. Y'all better make some choice right now in the chat right now for all these poets that's about to be rocking out. I want to see what's going down, y'all. This is what's happening. We are going up right now. First team in the final round, Secret City. Who are you sending up? It's Raya Sunshine. Y'all give it up for Secret City.
Hello?
Good to go.
Cause when the gold inside your soul is locked in chain, and the world done told you that ain't gonna change, and your dreams are now goals so close in range, and you're excited, so excited, so excited now. Can I make it? Can I handle it? These are the words that filter through the mind of an admitted poetic genius, trapped in mediocrity. I'm supposed to be more than just dust. All else formed from words but me, I'm woven into existence from rib and dust and air from the mouth of a creator who knew once set free I would be continuously learning new things about myself. I was never meant to fit into any box. I see your lines as restrictions on my spirit, and I color outside them, defining sight in all I write with open eyes. I'm listening to the cries of the world seeking coverage. I got poems I haven't even written yet, and still I seek for greatness. And when everybody thinks that they need this poem, but this poem is the poem that I need. In a world that makes me feel like I need a poem that will sing and heal, a poem that will tell me that it's okay, that I can be there for my mother, that poem that will tell my children why they are afraid, that some people will see their blackness as offensive. I need this poem to dance to the rhythm of these drums that my son plays, my autistic son when he cries. I need this poem to cry and to laugh, and I need this poem to teach me new things about myself every day. See, because sometimes I'm a praiser, sometimes I'm a worshiper. I find comfort in the presence of the Lord in the midst of doing yoga and meditation. So yes, I am weird, but I can teach a few things to those willing to listen, because my inclination for the word urges me to learn more than what's set before me is true. I need more than just to listen to you. My spirit connects and intersects with a plan set in motion before time existed. Don't get it twisted, I got poems I haven't even written yet, exposing demons with spiritual enlightenment, laying down a New Testament of what this woman, mother, daughter, lover should be to that man, son, father, comforter. You see, I grow like weeds, constantly learning learning new things about myself. Through scriptures laid on papyrus, I reject conformity, realize my greatness is my individuality, so I don't even need one mic. I whisper, and you come closer to hear these words drink you with spiritual awakening, urging you to stop and read, learn who you are, and then love that person. You are who you believe you are, rather than what you've been programmed to believe. I've come to relieve your mind of social tension, gather your attention like a black hole sucks in light. I'm more than just I am that Adam, and he created me to be like the Most High, and he teaches me so that every time I think that when the gold inside my soul is locked in chains, and the world done told me that ain't gonna change. And my dreams are now a goal so close in range, and I'm excited. You're excited. We're excited now. I remember that we all have poems. We just haven't written them yet.
Y'all give it up for Secret City, Rhea Sunshine, one more time. Show them some love, y'all. Show them some love. Show them some love. Judges, go ahead and throw them scores in the chat. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Okay. I'm seeing my scores coming in. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Waiting for my final score. And you know what, y'all? Chat teams right now, make some noise for real for Secret City. That was the last poem you're going to hear from them in this entire festival. And they showed some fucking goddamn motherfucking gall. They killed it tonight. Secret City, you were incredible. And your final score from low to high is... From low to high, we have an 8.7. We have an 8.9. We have an 8.9. We have an 8.9. And we have a 9.5. Give it up for Secret City. Y'all did y'all thing. Wonderful, 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 wonderful. Now, going into the next rotation of this final round, coming up from Do More Baltimore, give it up for Afrodelic.
Sure, you're unmuted, please.
You guys hear me?
Yeah, you sound great.
Cool, thank you. Iwe, Onde, every yay, Eke, Arte, of yay, Enge, way yay, way order. Translation. We don't ever get tired of getting away with murder. NCO take 10 shots. Bang, 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 bang. In 2004, a farmer was eaten by his pigs after falling into their enclosure. And by the time anyone came looking for him, only his dentures were left. You might call us pigs, but you're the ones in the pen. We prefer chef, because we just make that bacon just bacon. We protect and serve the public, just to serve the public on a silver platter. It's only fair. If you're kind and throw a pigskin, we're entitled to cash. Bodies are taste bee specific. We are proteins serving as our protein serving. We like red meat, meaning concrete. And it's not even rare anymore because we still get a well done on the report. You might call us pigs, but we are not responsible. After all we do is raise the stakes. You're the ones raising the stakes. All we do is turn the block into a butchery. See how much we can get away with. You will still turn your head away when we eat whole cities alive. Raw food diets are always good for our system. You might call us pigs. While you all whine, we fine dine. You can follow our orders, or you could become our orders. Try to make a DoorDash and still get delivered on your front porch. So where would you like to be on together? In your hood, or just wearing one? We like dark meat falling off the bone. Chopped turkeys ain't never tasted so good. A city ain't never been so ripe for picking. We omnivores like
peel the skin off strange fruit. You might call us pigs, but we be both chef and serial killer because the most important meal is always in the morning. Young blood, bloody young. Bowels released after death like a nigga's lease after an eviction notice. Do you see it? Young black Baltimore children coming home from school. We call them fast food because they sure can run, just never for office. And do you hear it? When we pack this heat to boil them alive, they scream, they screech, just like Maryland crabs. It ain't no seasoning. This is just our cuffing season. Their old bays, watch them become new corpses. Way, won't they eviate? I'd say eviate, and get way, this way, may we eat as long as we want to, because pig Latin is a new language of love, of food, and if you don't speak our language, you don't deserve to use your words at all. You might think us getting away with this is impossible. But believe me, us cops, we already have helicopters, meaning kids have already begun to fly.
All right, all right, all right. Y'all applaud the poet from Do More one more time. Go ahead and take your time, judges, and put in the score that you want to put for Do More Poetry Slam team. Awesome, awesome. I got 1 score. I got 2 scores. I got 3 scores. I got 4 scores. I got 5 scores. I'm gonna get more sleazy for every score I'm looking for. Where's my 5th one? Yeah, I need that 5th score. Oh yeah, there it goes. There it goes. Yeah. Sorry. All right. So our scores for this poet from low to high, we have a 9.0. Then we have a 9.2. Then we have a 9.5. Then we have a 9.8 and a 10. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, y'all, show some love. Make some noise for Do More Baltimore one more time. That's the last time you were going to see them for this evening. Please make some noise, make some love, show some noise for Do More one more time. And Paula, if you can let us know, what was our score for Secret City?
With a time penalty of 1.5, the score was a 25.2.
Oh, you rat bastards. You're ruining it for everyone. You know what? It was well worth it because I really enjoyed that poem. And I've been enjoying these poems all night. Gosh darn you, time and your construct. You know, I was like 17 2 weeks ago. It was crazy. Now all of a sudden, I'm like 100 pounds heavier than that kid. I look like I ate that 17-year-old kid. And like I Majin Buu'd into this. You know what I'm saying? I haven't had enough nerdy references tonight, but I'm going to throw a few more in before the night is over. Yo, I'm ready. We are going into this. Coming up now from New Jeru, we have a group piece. Y'all show some love for New Jeru.
Can you hear us?
Come on.
Hold on just a second.
Can you hear us? Thumbs up?
All right, that sounds better.
So, during the ugly stage of dreadlocks, your hair stops anywhere above or around the earlobe. It hasn't yet locked, especially at the top. So when it untwists, it looks like a fucked up afro. They call it ugly, depending on the length, the texture of hair, and the shape of your head. They call it ugly because it looks like a bud when it begins to felt and twist becomes dreads. During the ugly stage, my manager asked, "So, when do you plan on getting a haircut?" Said, "We like our service to be shaved down, presentable, you know, clean cut. But this hair ain't the dirt, it's the roots." During the ugly stage, I learned that my introns trying to reach my shoulder was way worse than the braids stop at the top of your neck. Not the neck braids. Bitch, I consider that the teeth of a comb true to the magic of my process. But there's beauty in the ugly. Thou shalt not skip the struggle. During the ugly stage, I was still in middle school. Classmates just knew I was a lesbian or soon to be flyhead. But I ain't give a fuck, because when the DJ played Knuck If You Buck, all the haters wanted to have dreads. And before I got this, bunch
bundles painted in abundance.
Hair pulled back and plaited.
Under a Brazilian wavy 22-inch.
Before I got this,
My tender head stayed cornrow.
I kept the waves on swim that would have made you seasick.
Hot combs and creamy crack to clean the kitchen in the back.
Religiously brushing till every kink and coil laid down flat. But God's hair don't let.
Oh, hell no.
That shit lock. Don't you know? To dread is to anticipate with great fear. It is more than hair, it is heritage. To dread is to anticipate with great apprehension. Not an extension of anything, but excellence.
You dare try to mold that into obedience?
Watch a white face build on the back of a black doll.
Then say this black hair don't belong around the white collar.
Sweeping these edges every morning.
Bonnet and scarves tied tight to keep them straight every night. Y'all still look down on weaves and braids.
How many seas drown my culture for do-rags to crown my culture? It's so many of us in the water. Ain't y'all tired of seeing a nigga head under waves?
What wrong? Nappy dread too nappy.
Nappy dread too nigga.
The texture of beauty got too much backbone to be bone straight.
It takes time for these vines to hang low and return to the dirt. Hell, these roots be in reverse. A blessing.
My hair choosing to be entangled with the product of itself instead of products on a shelf.
Who taught you dreads were dreadful? Don't you know? Before man feared God, he dreaded her. Said, the fear of the Lord be upon you, and bowed his head, showing God-fearing men wore dreads.
So they called him Dread.
Then a white man came from west, saw tribal ropes raining round your neck, forged key to your locks, to colonize your coils, said your crown was held together by soil. He then led you to believe that your hair was dirty, that your holy was ugly, that your roots ain't royal, that these dreads were motherfucking dreadful. Thank you.
All right, all right, all right. Y'all make some noise for New Jeru one more time. Make some noise, make some noise. Judges, go ahead and put some information in the chat for us, y'all. Keeping it going, keeping it going. While we're getting that going, judges or scorekeeper, can you let us know what our score was for the last poem?
The last poet had a score of 28.5.
28.5. Applaud the poet, not the score. And I got 1 score, 2 score, 3 score, and I am waiting for my 5th score. Am I waiting for my 5th score? 1, 2, 3. There it is. There it is. There it is. I can't count all the time. But look, while we got these scores in, y'all got to make some noise one more time for New Jeru. That's the last time you were going to see them this evening in the 2021 festival. And they did their motherfucking thing. I'm telling you, beautiful work, New Jeru. Thank y'all so much. Awesome stuff. Now we have a final score of a 9.0, a 9.6, a 10, a 10, and a 10. Applaud the poet. Not the score. I scared my cat by yelling. Not the poet. Not the score. The poet. Applaud the poet. Not the score. All right, y'all. Coming up right now. Listen, I think this is our last poem of the evening. Y'all give it up all the way from Big Dreams Collective. Y'all give it up for Lee.
Hello.
Sound great.
The birth of our nation was preluded by the death of King's dream. So are we judge, jury, or witness in this trial by combat where dark skin is always the guilty party? Close quarters conflict led to the clipping of our children's wings, our beautiful black birds now Black Hawk down. You know, we all cheered at the end of Saving Private Ryan, but I wonder, will the audience still sing of glory when it's Daquan who needs deliverance? Funny how it's all quiet on the Western front when it's the Western men holding the gun in the hand, but anybody with descendants from the East, Middle East, or East Atlanta get caught with anything that resembles the ratchet in a speed dialing M for murder. QAnon planned a presidential riot on the internet for months, and the FBI is as silent as the G in lasagna. But the Pasta Patrol is quick to pull up and handcuff a 14-year-old black boy in his front yard, y'all. The Americans are both allied and Axis powers that be wanting to keep us as enemies of the state. So they throw in drugs because every politician needs a good selling point. But whose side signing the deals to let the kilos into the ghetto. Last time I checked, Russians ain't got no connects with Southside Negroes. So how do we get strapped up with overseas arsenal? And why did y'all stand so idle when AR-15s marched onto the state capitol, but move to triggers anytime a nigga just wanna breathe around you? It's almost like the police are training for the day they get to slay King Kong, but remember our titans. Brand our names on the buildings the same way you immortalize your Confederate compatriots. You know, the cannibals who regurgitated my culture out to the rest of the world while the bodies choke up the back creeks and back roads, and branches are breakneck the way our ancestors swayed to the pulsing sirens. Living in America feels more apocalypse now than Avengers. So Cold War in these capitalist streets, you need a full metal jacket to ensure you're renewed for the next season. Maybe Russell will go unhinged, become gladiator again, Spartan kicking black men down hellholes while Gerard creates a new definition for law-abiding citizen. How about James, the 00 agent with a license to kill, flashing the badge only after 7 bullet shells hit the ground? And how about John, whose wink is waiting for the right isolated incident to incinerate and eradicate? Watch how these proud boys all answer the call of duty when the target is identified as foreign, which is anything not like them, because all the movies portray the white man with the power fantasy as the hero. Is that why Dylan Roof earned himself a Whopper and fries? Do you see him as a vigilante of white supremacy? The truth about our country is they will always uphold the most dangerous white as opposed to a benevolent black. And if you doubt that fact, ask yourself, why do the dead black folk receive background checks, but mass murderers are still alive to give podcast interviews regarding their troubled past? Thank you.
All right, all right, all right. Let's show some love one more time from the poet from Big Dreams Collective. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Judges, this is it. It's your final score of the night. Go ahead and throw it in the chats. And while you're doing that, Paula, can you let us know what our score was for our last poet?
That score was a 29.6.
29.6 for the last poet. Plot poet, not the score. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, waiting for that fifth skull, 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 that motherfucking fifth skull, yeah! Woo! Woo! Y'all, I don't give a fuck what the fuck you doing right now. Make some goddamn noise for Big Dreams Collective, motherfucker. Got people, individuals, people listening from afar and all, but make some noise for Big Dreams Collective. That's the last time you're going to hear them in the 2021 Southern Fried Poetry Slam competition. I'm not going to get too hyped. Not yet. I'm saving a little bit of hype. I'm saving a little bit of hype because our final score for Big Dreams Collective from low to high was an 8.9, an 8.9, an 8.9, a 9.4, and a 9.7. And with that is our final poet of the 2021 Poetry Slam competition from Southern Fried. I'm about to break some shit. I'm about to throw something. See this? See this? I'm throwing it. You couldn't see it. It was blocked. It was a flip-flop. I got another. I'm throwing that too.
Not wise being like, please don't.
No, it's happening. It's happening. I'm about to cause a ruckus. All right. I want to take a moment and give a huge shout out to our judges. Before I do all these good things and all those cool, super cool stuff, Paula, can you let us know what that last score was?
Yes, that last score was a 27.2.
27.2. Plot poet, not score. Don't plot score. Fuck score. Plot poet. Oh my God, the poets. The poets. We're gonna take 2 seconds and get those final tabulations. I'm gonna talk about it. Listen, I want to tell y'all that I've this, other than being really good at Call of Duty, this is the most important thing I've invested my time in the past year. I love y'all. I want to shout out our judges. Thank you so much, Kiki. Kiki is a poet and performer of the movie Summertime, which is actually just got out from Sundance, and it's going to be all over the place. An incredible movie, poetry, Summertime. It's Love Letter LA. Check it out. It's going to be super awesome. I want to shout out our judge, Elliot O'Connell, who has been incredible and a cat-loving enthusiast. Welcome to LA, Elliot, and welcome to Southern Fried. You got a crash course and have been a wonderful judge this evening. I want to give a big shout out to Douglas Jessup. Bro, homie, thank you. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. Shout out to Fast 9, bro. You better get out my face with Fast 9. Shout out to Fast 9. I'm with it. I think you were Vin Diesel. You did the little boop, 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 boop. I saw it. I seen it. Vin Diesel in the house. Yo,
I'm working on, like, I work on the film.
In there. That's what I'm talking about. Let them know. Douglas Jessup, appreciate you, big dog. Out here in the entertainment industry, doing big things. You're wonderful, have been a wonderful judge. Thank you so much. I want to give a big shout out to Matthew Sterling. Matt, I love that beanie. I love that hat. I see you're wearing all your product. Y'all check out Matthew Sterling Nye. Check out nilestalgic.com. Check out, just go in and type in Matt Nye, N-I-E-N-Y-E on your Spotify's, wherever you listen to music. Guarantee you, guys been doing incredible stuff. I got to tell you, I love the music you've been making. I love how much you've been working. I love your beard. I love your face. You're my brother. Thank you so much, Matt. You've been an incredible judge. And I want to give a big round of applause to Victor Jackson. Victor, Vic, dog. I love you so much, Vic. I love you so much.
I hate you.
I can't even express it. I want to say good things. I want to say, like, you work at a bookstore. I want to say you do great things. You mentor youth. You've been in the game for years. You've been doing incredible stuff behind PYPM when they were in the height of doing incredible things. You were an icon. You are a magnificent person, and I appreciate you. All the competitors, the teams, make sure you stick around to sign off on our score sheet in just a second. But again, everybody, make some love, make some noise for our judges. I appreciate you so much, y'all. Thank you. I also want to take a moment and shout out, I gotta shout out some people. I gotta shout out our president of Southern Fried, Sincere Sarita. You have been the guiding leader of what we have been doing to put this together for the past year. Sarita, thank you for being our fearless leader. Thank you for guiding us through this. It has been some complications throughout the months. We've spent a year trying to put this together, looking for the best way. Sarita, you've been incredible. Y'all make some noise for your president, Sarita, who has been doing incredible stuff. I also want to give a big shout out to our overseer tech manager from the entire planet, Shadow. Shadow, I love you so much. Shadow, I don't even know. They were like, we're going to schedule 18 bouts tomorrow on Zoom. Who can help? And my brain exploded and melted out of my ears. There's no freaking way. I was freaking out. I was screaming. But Shadow, you made it happen. You did this shit, dog. You're a fucking legend. From the website to the tech support to the goddamn streaming on YouTube right now to I don't even know, Shadow. I fucking love you. When I see you, I might kiss you in and around the cheek area. I don't know. It would be consensual, probably. I love you so much, Shadow. You're incredible. Thank you so much. I want to give it up to my timekeeper. I want to give it up to JoJo. Thank you so much. You've been incredible all week. I want to give it up to my bout manager, Siren. You have been fire all week. Killing it. So professional. Side of your head shaved. I want to be like you when I grow up. I bought tarot cards from you. I bought your book. You're an incredible artist, and I just appreciate you so much as the person you are. You've been just killing it. I want to keep my love going. I got a few more people to love on. I want to give it up to my tournament director, Eddie. Eddie, you got a job, man. You got a job, Eddie. Eddie, you did it, dog. You know what's fucked up? I saw Eddie post at the beginning of this bout. He's like, we did it. It's done. And I was like, Eddie, you're not hosting. You don't get to say it's done. Now it's done, Eddie. It is done, and I'm going to like your status now. I didn't want to like it an hour ago, but I'm going to like it now, Eddie. I love you so much, man. Eddie, listen, from the scores up all night, from dealing with concerns, protests, making sure that our competition is put together fire. San Antonio, you've been incredible. Eddie, you have been absolutely amazing, and I want to let you know been every single person on our board's right-hand man. You have been killing it. Siren, I got the scores. Like, man, you wouldn't even know all these damn scores. I got all the scores. Adam Hinsey, you are incredible. I don't care. I'll make everybody wait until I tell the people that worked their ass off for a year what the fuck they need to be hyped up for before I give you these goddamn scores. I don't care if these poets was keeping track themselves and they already know. I don't care. I want everybody to know. I want to know that my volunteer coordinators, Lady S, Sarah Timmons, you have been instrumental. Y'all, I want you to know, 18 bouts, 20 if you count our finals. That is 5 judges per bout. That's 100 people that you have to email individually. You have to follow up with text message. You have to call sometimes. Sometimes you have to tell them you'll never talk to them again. You are incredible. I appreciate you so much. All my judges have been absolutely fire throughout the entire week. I want to thank all of our slam masters. You really, really trusted us to put on a tournament that was worth not only you writing poems for, but performing poems for and showing up for. This isn't free to just do it. Y'all put your money out, you put your time, you put your energy, you put your effort. Some of y'all had incredible screens. Some of y'all had incredible backgrounds. Some of y'all had mics hooked up. Some of y'all were just coming in on your phone. But you know what? You trusted this board. You trusted this tournament. And I think we showed up and we fucking represented Southern Fried. I think we goddamn did. And I've been coming since I was 15. So I can say that. I'm telling you, this tournament saved my life in so many ways. And it saved my life this year. I didn't realize how much I needed to hear these poems, y'all. I didn't realize how much I needed to hear these poems. I'm sitting here crying. I'm weeping. Motherfuckers making me feel things. I love y'all so much. We did it. We did it. We did it. And we're about to do it by letting you know who our final poets are. I want to let you know again, Louisville 2021, scientist, chef, poet, judge, coordinator. Is there anything that Sarah Maddox doesn't do? I don't know. Sarah Maddox. Sarah times 2. Sarah times all the Sarahs. When the Sarahs combined, it is like fucking Ginyu Force in there. Boop, boop, boop. 22. I don't know what the 22 means. Southern Fried 2022. That's what it is. Not 1. It's 22. Southern Fried 2022. This year counted somewhat, right? Although I'll tell you, next week's my birthday and my Cash App is at Matthew Cuban. All right, so I'm going to let you know right now what is happening. Yeah, I love all the other poems. I love everything. Oh my God, so much good stuff. Okay, you ready? You ready to find out who did this? Who is our God?
No, we are not, because we still have to clap it up, snap it up, and say thank you to our wonderful host for this evening, Matthew Cuban Hernandez. Thank you so much for all the love you put into the tournament. We're so appreciative of you and your energy, and this would not have been the same without you hosting. So thank you so much, Cuban.
I love you guys. I appreciate it so much. I am going to take this hoodie off as soon as I'm done with this bout, because this was a mistake, but I'm still the first poet to ever hosted a hoodie. I think I am. I'm yelling Indy so hard in caps. Yes.
So we'll have silky shirts, we'll have flower shirts, and then we'll have the hoodie contingent of Southern Fried 2022 then, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, well, we'll see how cold Louisville gets. I don't think it gets cold enough. All right, man, don't forget the hat crew. Don't forget the silky shirt crew. Don't forget all these poets. Listen, people have been very understanding about everything. Judges, y'all are, God damn it, I love y'all so much. Man, yo, side part crew. Side part, hold up. I'll flip it out. I'll flip the hair out. Shouts out to the beard. Shouts out to whatever's left of my beard, because I've been pulling on it for 5 days straight. Okay, y'all, this is it. I'm gonna let you know who won. The first ever Southern Fried Virtual Poetry Slam Competition 2021 may never happen again. Knock on wood. No pandemics anymore. But this has never happened again. There's never been a virtual tournament that's been this big. And the final 4 teams rank in this order with a 107.3. I don't care if you unmute yourself. Make some goddamn noise for Secret City Slam. They showed up and they rocked the fuck out. Secret City Slam. Shouts out to you. Shouts out to the whole Knoxville. Woo! Shouts out to the whole Knoxville crew, and congratulations, because Southern Fried 2023 will be in your city, Secret City.
I'm stoked about that.
Secret is out.
Secret's out.
Secret is out.
Secret is out. Like a mother, daughter, sister, cousin. I'm loving it. Yes, indeed. All right. In third place with a 109.7. Y'all got to make love. Make love. Y'all got to make noise and show love for the team that has the most Freudian slips. Y'all give it up for Big D Collective. Big Dreams Collective. Y'all did your thing representing showing love. Representing, I believe, the North Carolinas, yeah? Yo.
Yes, sir.
North Carolina, consistently legends within the Southern Fried and poetry communities. Shouts out to incredible slam masters. Shouts out to the incredible culture that is created in North Carolina. We've had some of our favorite Southern Frieds in North Carolina, whether it be Greenville, whether it be Charlotte, or whether it be Durham. We've had good times in North Carolina, and y'all showed up and held it goddamn down, which gives us our final two teams with a 112.7 is our second place team, and with a 114.7 is our first place team. In second place, y'all gotta make some noise for these young poets who are goddamn fire incarnate. Give it up for these young phenoms of the Do More Baltimore Slam team. Y'all gotta go crazy for these poets. Y'all gotta go crazy for these poets. Do more, you did your damn thing. Do more, you couldn't do more. You couldn't do any more than what you did. You killed it. You're incredible. All incredible poets. Y'all freaking fought. Them eyes, boy, them eyes, you had me. That fire, I was like, holy shit. I had to step back every time.
To Louisville next year.
Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Shouts out to the cat. Yo, thank you so much, Do More, Slankson, you're incredible slam master. The entire Baltimore area is just goddamn incredible. And I got to tell you, Baltimore has been on our final stage for Southern Fried, I feel like the last 5 years in a row. That's a hard thing to do. They're incredible artists. And I tell you, for years now, I've been watching this team fucking knock it out of the park for years. And I'm so hyped to see this outer region team, but it's in region family. Y'all better give it up from New Jersey. Give it up for New Jeru as your 2021. Yo, pin they screen. Pin they screen. Don't pin me. Get me out of here. Pin their screen.
Shout out all the team, guys. Hey, y'all been so shout out to y'all, bro. Shout out, bro.
Wow.
Hey, shout out to the judges. Y'all some cool ass judges. Yo, the judges, y'all are mad consistent, yo. This is great. Yeah. This is great. See all that love? Appreciate it.
Yo, thank y'all, man. No longer the Buffalo Bills, if anybody know what that means for New Jersey. We were the Buffalo Bills of slam poetry, and we finally got one. So
Flow Mental.
all the teams, thanks for all the love, man.
Flow Mentals, I gotta say, you are an incredible coach. You're a person who welcomed me when I was 15 years old. My team abandoned me in Indy. Flow, I love you. You deserve this. New Jeru, you deserve this win. Y'all make some noise for New Jeru as your 2021 Southern Fried Poetry Slam champions. Holy shit, y'all. I think we did it. I think we did it. Judges, you're free to go. You're good to go. You can turn off your camera. You could have left a while ago if you wanted to, but I figured you wanted to know who won. But judges,
love y'all.
Mwah! Love
Judges,
you.
thank you so much for all your time. We really appreciate you. And Cuban, are you set for me to share screen so we can get people to sign off on their scores?
Yes, indeed. We're going to go ahead and share our scores and let our team sign off. Teams, I know y'all are hype, but if you can give us a verbal confirmation that you are good with the scores so that I can light this candle, that's going to be great.
Candle.
So,
New Jeru is good.
I bet. Do more. Are y'all good? They probably doing backflips and stuff.
Yes, we're good.
Do more is good. They laughing. They having fun. Hell yeah. Secret City, how we feeling? We good?
Oh yeah, we're good.
Hell yeah. Big Dreams Collective. What you think? What you think, Big Dreams? Y'all good?
You feel fantastic.
Fuck yeah, I feel good too, man. I feel good too. Thank y'all so much. Go ahead, you can turn that screen share off. I'm gonna say some final goodbyes and let my tournament director say some things as well. I'm gonna let my whole staff say things if they need to say things. I'm your host, Matthew Cuban Hernandez. I love y'all so much. This This has been the privilege and honor of my time at Southern Fried. I've never been able to host a finals, but I always knew I would do a decent job. So I'm glad I was able to. I can't thank y'all enough, but I want to leave it to our president, our tech support, our bout manager, anybody from our team that wants to say a couple things. I'm gonna pass it to you first, Eddie. What you got?
Hey, now we finished. Now it's over. Woo! Congratulations, everybody. It was fun. It was great. It was amazing. It was a rough week, but it was a good kind of rough. Like maybe not like that, that one you drew poem kind of rough, but hey, whatever. It was great. Thank you all, and can't wait for next year in Louisville.
Hell yeah, Eddie. You right on
And
point.
we had an amazing staff too. I got to say that too. Everybody that worked on this tournament, every volunteer, everybody on the board, and everybody that we managed to get with us. We could not have done it without all of y'all. Thank you so much. From the bottom of my big Texas heart.
Hell yeah, Eddie. Hell yeah, brother. Love you so much, Eddie. Thank you so much. I want to pass it to Madam President. If they're good and want to say a couple words, that's how you just came up in here. Madam President, Shadow, Adam, any of our other crew, y'all want to say some stuff? Feel free to unmute and say what's good.
I just wanted to slide in and offer my congratulations. You guys are awesome. There is no such thing as a good president without a fantastic team behind her. The poets, every once in a while, I feel like I'm slipping away from poetry, and then I come to Southern Fried and I realize how much I actually do love poetry. And I also realize that slam ain't my ministry, so I like to stay on the administrative side of things. But I am super duper grateful that you trusted us this week, that you said, you know what, this shit sounds sketchy, but I'm gonna take a risk, and look at how that turned out. So to the poets, again, y'all are the real rock stars. We're so glad that we could give you a platform, and that this year we were able to expand that platform. So now you've been seen around the world, and that's dope. For the planning team, I love you, and I can't wait to not see you again. I feel like me and Eddie are on the same page with that. It's like, I love y'all, but go away. And then we'll come back to work after we've had a couple of weeks to sleep. So the only thing that I wanted was shout out the stuff that I sent you in Slack regarding grabbing some information for us. Winning teams, you should look for an email from info at Southern Fried to get a little bit of information for you about your trophy. Now we got money information. I collected that shit up front so we can get people paid. But it's not a real Southern Fried if you don't get a trophy. But I'm gonna let you in on a little secret since you're still here. This year, the trophies are going to be championship rings. So stand by. You're gonna get some information in an email from me so that we can get your rings properly sized and then sent to you so y'all can walk around like LeBron and flash y'all. I mean, not this year because Phoenix nixed the Lakers. Ha! Yes, sir. Shout out to my husband who's a Phoenix fan. I love you. I'm sorry. It's just violence. I choose violence sometimes. I'm sorry. But we want to make sure that you have something to commemorate your time here. Yes, you get a Super Bowl ring, Flo. You won the Super Bowl this year. Congratulations, my dude. But we're gonna get them for the winning teams. It will have the Southern Fried information on it and whatever your team plays. So you can walk around and tell motherfuckers that you is that shit. So thank you. I love you. Also, you're gonna get a check out email with a link so you can give us some feedback. We know we had some challenges. We appreciate that, but keep it honest, just not mean. We don't want mean. We want constructive criticism in the event that we have to do this again. And, never know. Maybe we'll just, decide to do a separate Indies tournament, but make it virtual so we can cut out a lot of the additional legwork. Who knows? So that's all I wanted to say. I love you. Sorry that I did not get to host and or bout manage this week. I was behind the scenes. And little people take up all of your life when they get home from daycare at 4:30. So I had to pick and choose.
You were too busy carrying a majority of this tournament on your back.
I was carrying the tournament, and then Brandon carried the family. That's why y'all didn't see fantastic. So
thank you, Madam President.
It's all love forever and ever and ever. This is 2021. This is 10 years of Southern Fried for me. And you know, y'all already know Southern Fried gave me the best parts of my life, which is my husband and now my family. So Southern Fried, working it out. Yeah.
Ashe. And you know what? I want to leave room for all of our crew to talk. I don't care if everybody off this Zoom and it's just our team here. We're still live and we're going to keep gushing about each other and how great we've done. I want to give room for Shadow or Adam to say a couple words.
We'll thank them first before they say their words.
They got their thank yous. They got glowing thank yous. I can glow more. I can go on.
Yo, when I say Southern, you say fried Southern.
Fried.
Southern.
Fried.
Get it, y'all. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. You can go back and look at it on YouTube. I just want to thank everybody who registered, who believed in us.
Shadow, lean a little closer, please.
Hey, man, what do you need? What do you need? What
there
do
we
you
go.
need? I got you.
You got to say it directly into the mic.
Can you hear me? Testing.
Yes.
Check. All right. Yeah, so I just want, send a shout out to the top 4 teams that made it to finals today. Congratulations to Secret City Slam, to New Jeru, winning the championship, to Do More Baltimore, to Big Dreams Collective. I also want to send a special shout out to our virtual staff tonight. Cuban, you were absolutely on fire, my brother. And I love you so much. I hope you know that, understand that. I really enjoyed our heart-to-heart this week. And it just made me feel a lot closer to you as a brother. And so I love you, man. And I really appreciate what you've done here tonight to just kind of cement the 29th annual Southern Fried Poetry Slam. Siren, as the bout manager, you were freaking amazing all week. And that's why I wanted to have you and make sure that you were my bout manager. Because you really did a phenomenal job this week, and I hope the people out there in the world can see the impact that you had tonight and on this week. Paola, we just talked about, when we first met, and now here you are. So I thank you for your time and your efforts. JoJo's timekeeper tonight, and I really appreciate you, JoJo. I haven't seen you in a few years. But it's great to see you back and back in, doing about things. I really love you for that. It's always coming back to Southern Fried. And, to our sacrifices out there, Writers Den, I know it was tough not making it into finals, but you guys really did an amazing job with your sacrificial poem. And I really love the energy that you guys brought to Southern Fried this year. And then, of course, to our teams, all the way out across the pond, team out of Abu Dhabi, Team Sandstorm out of UAE, the Toronto Poetry Slam out of Ontario, Toronto, and Team E Halakasa out of Accra, Ghana. I just want to send a special shout out to those teams for just taking a chance on Southern Fried, and hopefully you'll come back and just kind of see what we have more to offer you. Some personal shout outs. My wife, Buki, she's out there in the world. She supported me through this whole thing from the very beginning. And so I just want to send her my love and just say, I love you, babe. I really appreciate all your time and effort. My mom, my dad, my brothers, Remy, my sister Ayo out there. I know y'all watching, so I thank y'all for all the support. And of course, the team, man, Sarita, you did a fantastic job as a leader. And I'm so honored to have been able to take a step out of the presidential role and just kind of pass that over to you and just kind of see how you took it and just made it your own and became such an incredible leader for this team. And, to my homie, my ace Bokum, my Dr. Hensbo, the doctor of doctors, the hullabaloo master, the haiku master. I can't say enough about you, bro. I know we got a lot more work to do, but man, you really, really, really showed up, man. And I love you. I love you from the bottom of my heart, man. So Just want to put that out there. Lady S, Eddie, Paul D, Sarah, the whole board, the volunteers, Isis, Yogi, Sarah Maddox. And if I miss anybody, please charge it to my heart, not my mind. Charge it to my mind, not my heart. But I love y'all, and I really appreciate all the effort that was put into this week. So thank y'all, and see y'all next year in Louisville. Peace.
And shout out, before we move any further, if we shouting out wives, I got to shout out my wonderful wife and partner, Alicia Wise, who's holding me down and listening to me yell all week. So thank you,
Alicia.
Wait, y'all don't know. Alicia's waiting in the wing to do anything at any moment. If shit got heavy, she would have hosted or judged tonight.
I know it.
Fought me later for it.
We love you, Alicia.
Adam, you got to say stuff.
Well, thank you. I mean, Southern Fried, as this experience has been just very, very different. It was just an opportunity for us to switch gears, and we like codified all of our processes and, have started doing year-round content. So in a ways it was really difficult, but also it really gave us some opportunities to reach new people, reach people in different ways, to expand what we offer as a community and as educators and people committed to healing. So I want to just say thank you to the people who believed in that mission for us. We, no matter what happens with the story of Southern Fried, we can say that we carried our poetry and our spirit through this pandemic. I think that that's amazing. And I know it is all due to the people who specifically worked on this tournament. First shout out to my partner, Siren. I cannot do this kind of stuff without you. Jojo, Paula, you were the perfect volunteers for the week. So thank you for agreeing to get your shine and be in this bout with us. This was a well-oiled machine, and I got kicked during this bout. I don't even think people realize, like, that's how that's how like on track everybody was, that even if one of our tech managers gets kicked, people have been just continuing on with it. We have like a brand new board who carried us through this. So Paul D, Lady S, I'm blanking because I'm nervous. Sarah Timmons. It's been great working with all of you. Eddie Vega. We chose Eddie to take on as the tournament director role, and it was absolutely, our tournament's in perfect hands. I feel so good about that. And then I just want to say a special shout out to Shadow, to Sarita, to Cuban. You three are like my best friends, and I care about you so much. Thank you for not only being my partners in this mission to bring poetry to people, but also like my partners to find myself and to be the best Hinsbo that I can be. So yeah, thank you. Congrats to the teams. This was actually awesome. And I'm glad that I got kicked instead of a poet. I'm so happy that things did get fucked up. So I'm passing the mic.
You're my hero, Adam, and I would totally die giving you a self-revive anytime, any day in the battlefield. I love you, brother. You're the greatest.
Yeah. I don't want to add a special thank you to who are not part of our board. I want to add a special thank you to Sarah Maddox, to Yogi. I'm sure that I'm missing some really, really awesome people. You could scold me later.
I want to go back and just give a big special shout out to Paul D, who is also on our board and has been instrumental in the leading up into our tournament. Paul, you are absolutely incredible. Listen, Paul D is all the way in Abu Dhabi, which is a 12-hour time difference, often staying up late or getting up early for our crazy board meetings that we would have on a week-by-week basis. Paul, thank you so much. Paul even decided to take a back seat in this tournament so that he could support his team and we can have that extra individual or international team coming from Abu Dhabi. Also, Paul, you had one of my favorite indies of the entire tournament. You were absolutely brilliant. Seriously, you're fucking fire. I love our whole team. I want to definitely do a shout out to those who weren't on the board, who just showed up this week and fucking kicked ass. Big shout out to Paula. Big shout out to JoJo. Big shout out to Sarah Maddox. Mathematics. Big shout out to our hosts that were coming in, Kenneth Something, Blues, Kia Flow, Pages, Chibi. You're incredible stuff all around. Just thank y'all.
Steph Love, Liz
Steph Love, yes. Steph Love, absolutely.
LJ.
LJ, yes. Let's talk about it. LJ, Nerd Slam, all that. Listen, we spent a good chunk of time gushing over each other. Liz Straight, an incredible indie finals host. Liz Straight, the legend, legacy in the house. So great. Listen, I never want to hear a Slack notification again. I don't want to hear or see any of y'all until you motherfuckers postmate me some goddamn crabs, which I feel like I've earned today. All right, Queen Crabs, not King. I'll take the Queen.
You have earned it. We'll talk about it in a little bit.
With that, y'all, I want to leave room for any other people who are on our either our committee or have been helping out in this tournament. If you all want to say a few words, the floor is open before we wrap up this bout officially.
Hey, I think the only thing I want to say, because I've been kind of like sprinkling the flowers and the roses all throughout the night, and I wanted to make sure to do that. Please, the poems that are shared here are so important. The poets are so important. You never know when these poems are going to save a life. Please like, please share, please support. Share Southern Fried as a community, share it as a group. Go to southernfriedpoetryslam.com. Get a membership. It was $15 for the final stage, but it's still only $20 for the whole rest of the year. And that membership gets you access to all of this programming that gives poets resources that they might not have been able to cope with without. This community that we build here is family, and we thank you for being here as part of our family, and we thank you for the continuation of it. And of course, love to Hensbo, love to, oh my gosh, everybody. I think he's the only one that I didn't give flowers to today, but I did want to give so much love, especially timekeeper and scorekeeper Jojo and Paola. Thank you so much. I couldn't have done my job was easy because y'all, so thank you. I appreciate you all, and Shadow, Sarita, Matthew, like the whole list. Everybody has said the same names, but gosh, there is so much love for you all. Thank you so much for a wonderful festival.
We're best friends now, so it's all good.
Besties.
I want to leave some room for our teams. Teams, if you want to say anything with this final thing, look, usually we throw moon pies and hold back throwing RC Cola. I've always wanted to throw some RC Cola into a crowd, but that seems dangerous and wrong.
You're supposed to throw it in the trash. I mean, I know it's our tournament drink, but this
is being recorded.
Oh, we love RC Cola! Yay!
We're trying to get sponsorships.
We don't owe them that. But I do want to leave room. If any of our teams want to say anything, if there's anybody you want to shout out, Secret City, Big Dreams Collective, Do More, New Jeru. If any of y'all want to say anything, let us know. Otherwise, I bet you guys are already popping champagne, and I'm about to pop some champagne too.
Paula wanted to say something.
Paula, please.
Yeah, I mean, I just wanted to say thank you. Like, this year was really hard because I moved to a new city and everything was virtual. I started a PhD program. It was super hard making friends, and just like the community, the poetry, the partial event that we had a few months ago, like on Echo. I mean, everything was like so amazing, and it really helped me, cope through this, and just being able to volunteer at the Southern Fried, even if it was virtual, like it really brought me life. I mean, y'all welcomed me a few years ago whenever I started coming to this place, to these family reunions, and made me feel like I belonged, even if I'm not a performing poet. And I said that many times in the chat, but I just feel really honored that y'all trusted me with scorekeeping tonight. Because I know how important this role is, and I take it really seriously. And I got to listen to so many beautiful poems. I got to meet so many beautiful souls. Like, I love y'all. It fills me with joy, and I really want for all of y'all to know how important y'all to me. So thank you, grazie. And Cuban, I could use some Italian food. I don't know how to cook crabs, but
I'll take it.
Okay, great. Thank you, y'all. Thank you.
Paula, you are family. You couldn't be more Southern Fried family. if you won this whole tournament. So thank you so much for everything that you do. And the same is extended to JoJo, Sarah Maddox, and all of our team. You were all incredible. I think I might go to sleep. I don't know.
Siren just came in and tossed moon pies at me, so
The tradition continues. Yay!
Like she literally just like slung moon pies into my chest. I don't like it.
That's how you know Siren is Southern Fried forever.
Rated expert.
Yes.
Shot him up. It just rolled. Just beamed him. Like just beamed him.
That's our girl. That's our girl.
That's how you gotta do it. That's how you gotta do it. Hey, listen, y'all. With that, I'm gonna go ahead and say good night to everybody who's been watching online. Really appreciate everyone's support. Thank you for the subscribers to our YouTube. Please keep subscribing. Please keep checking out our YouTube for premium content and updated stuff. Follow us at our YouTube page. Become a member on our Southern Fried page. Check us out. We want to see you. We want to make sure that you are part of our community. And I want to leave Madam President, who has something to say.
I just need Slam Masters. I was reaching out to some of you. You need to tell us how you want your money sent. You are a team. We have collected payment information from everybody. So I just need to verify if you want us to break it up now or if you want us to send it to you and then you can break it up. Because we don't want to mix up with the money.
And teams, you go ahead and reach out offline to make sure that we get all those particular.
I'm going to follow up. I'm going to send an email. So, because that's my thing now. So stand by. But if you're here and you want to tell me right now, I got your information flow. So thank you for that. Slankson, you're still here. So you can let me know if you want me to send all of Dumore's money to you right now. Big Dreams, I see Millie. I don't know if you're authorized to make that decision or not. If not, then I will I'll reach out to Wendy and Hassan to figure out what the move is. But that was the last thing I wanted. Love is love. Y'all are beautiful.
Appreciate it. And without further ado, unless there's anything else that anyone wants to say, I'm going to go ahead and close this out by saying, listen, poetry does save lives. It saved my life. It saved the life of a lot of poets and a lot of people within this community. I appreciate Southern Fried. I appreciate the things that it's done to be able to boost my career and myself as a poet. I wouldn't be who I am without this community. I wouldn't be who I am without the people that I've seen tonight. I appreciate y'all so much for everything you do. Listen, be good to yourselves this weekend. Be good to yourselves this week. Be good to yourselves this month and the rest of this year and the rest of your life. Spend some time taking care of yourself. Cut yourself some slack. Show up for yourself when you need to. And sometimes showing up for yourself is just listening to a good poem, writing a good poem, or taking a good nap. Listen, I love y'all so much. Don't do anything I wouldn't do, but if you do, name it after me. It'll be dope. I love y'all so much. Have a great rest of your motherfucking life. 2021 Southern Fridays in the goddamn